social media will be a come home or we need 1,500 meters America about so not you here every year name of the celebration okodi sabi enkwada na ema one show on sporting behavior nti perform age ni DBA no first position no omo age e the friend in 70 athletics ho na Botswana ni no enema ekojigu ye event ni de ekoso ema ni edi kan o wi ni ye name across the line mo Kessben television mo de mo hawa o si TZ they are not that second year gestures bia na perform did say way on sportsmanship hanu nti omo e the gold medal na mana enye ye na almost tripping into first position there wadi name omo antimi and recognize no yenko Eswatini ho na referee bi ho aka den hey okay say enso boa men ka say pampam yes enso ka say gwa aya na ano den pa mo Kessben television no referee ba ko pe nipa doma atiesi pack no so bia be say odenchi referee no ni na no ko baye supporters of Mbabani Highlanders ewo Eswatini League no omo any boboko ani din enso ede United of Ngozi and a boy name match no referee the 3 minutes eto so additional time and na Mbabani for no e concede a 92nd minute losing goal na a homo adwene ye papa na nkofo no kiremu a referee 3 minutes of the toss no na mfa so bia ni so na mamo lose match no na supporters all over atiesi park no so a we pese odenchi referee no enti game across so ne referees a omokoka ye ana ye hwe e wo Kessben television so ye da so e wo Africa no ye nwura e wo Kenya wo mo Premier League no Enoch Morrison former Ken Faisal any kotoko player we can win in the club osina kan e mo e wo Kenya omo league no got my here omo share 3-0 omo any Commercial Bank FC and a boy ye na Enoch Morrison go no there F brutal long range baby ogina elen etu auto ye ma ball no koto atenemu no na ye hwe e wo Kessben television so enya Enoch nkoa ne nya goal over the weekend ye nwura mu ewo Malta wamo a Premier League no ehon so Ghanaian players ni pina ebo adwuma pa obeka Kwasi Donsu oye former Mediama Sporting Club wamo midfielder Ghana had wasi akan ama so many of the big clubs no more enso eso nipa Malta Premier League no mo me goaler Kwasi Donsu on net ye ni trademark tender etuo no mo hwe eno na eda na eti enti how flipper ball no far 2 players so shoot to your accuracy power precision na na die chire na say e man goal no e fe party Kwasi Donsu formerly of Mediama ni beautiful goal no ana ye show our Kessben television so Ronaldinho Gaucho Bora o ma ball e akono Ronaldinho na ye kobisa na say aya o he ball o retire no onya to bo ase enjoy game no so o games ni bi nemo enye 90 minutes game and o highlight there e capture key moments of the game nemo sa alternative TV ho ana Uncle Park akohwe 90 minutes game there anya derby game anya a bigger game aya no mpempi on her game 90 minutes highlight no ahwe na ono enso akonanim Cristiano Ronaldo e was Saudi League no nkonwa ne club Nasser wamon eshe 5 Ronaldo eshe mutu edene ko 963 career goals or Sporting Lisbon eshe 5 Man United 145 Real Madrid 450 goals Juventus 101 Al Nassr 119 and then Portugal national team any other national teams of boy 143 I can't only 37 at age 41 Ronaldo bet me at 1,000 or more goals or penana ni 2 goals no na ye hwe our Kessben television so near Paul match no Ronaldo e sha atade bi authorities and penifo our Saudi Pro League na a special attack ebe share Ronaldo after Qatar World Cup no Messi anya similar attack san atade na mo hwe our Kessben so don omo e de 1 month ana enwene ye atade yampam omo review na enipa about 11 enipa edubako omo bene ewa atade anwini mu ewa Saudi Arabia ana anwene sa atade fefe e de Emma Cristiano Ronaldo na ne bo no $21,332. Atadeɛ baako a Ronaldo ɛhyɛ no it take 1 month na atadeɛ no mpanimfoɔ nko a ana leaders ana ɛhyɛ saa atadeɛ no symbol of prestige, tradition and artistry. Ronaldo atadeɛ baako pɛ 21,325,000 no ana echagu our Kessben television. So Luis Diaz, formerly of Liverpool, say obo ema ben me ko nim say ehye ne clause musa kwambia so or say osua German language no na wansua asotwe ho mo enti Diaz every day after training session osua there because ehye ne contract musa German language no or say no enso etimi ete yenko PSG aso ye Lucas Chevalier goalkeeper na omo pamo Donnarumma na omo ko fa na ba sen come your magin kwa say bench and otete na yo mu kire say achekwa na by March next month ending wanya regular goalkeeping time there and e did the sham World Cup. Let's not the beba Lucas Chevalier ni din so entimi MP mu Ruben Loftus-Cheek we can win nyamenko a ka yantia sempa Ofri Park no so omo ade ade ehye ne kon ne senyina most of them adwiragu ni nyina no ekobaye Palmer ekosha esin la kabako a omo entimi anti na ono enso ekonya esa epra no yentoa so enko Barca and Levante. One reporter before the game video bi ba ya one reporter okita prayer Opera Stadium enti enya Ghana ha na empany for no air position about to ebe kwaso a omo eye die wi omba bia every position Ghana hampany for ni p na omo eye visitor hodo take part in communal labor. One reporter, Barca president, or preview on the 15th of March in about 20 Ebaswa. Okita prior Opera Levante, Womon and so a stadium. Now game na course Lamin Yamal Buffy pa has a flick any from na Lamin wa pila say identity and our coach in a free gamer na all cruise and yama echo ye pa or Ramadan. Now so did say na all enough energy cobet me at the every game at the moment na all free man na onye happier the teammates trust on me consoling say ontwa so enya hwe na ebisa Hans Flick say Lamin attitude here will show your package so when say was here na news am I we very normal we play na you from now when you cry gia and just say open bibim pa ye Hans Flick addresses that issue.
Everything what Lamin did, but at the end it's normal when I go out and I'm not satisfied. It's like that. I have no problem with that. It's normal. I have it's it's not about one
very very normal. Player the you free man also show bibi say ka person oye more na onye sure say I ono coach no dwane mum ebia na any performance na coach so say ko betimi aye better. And unti Lamin wadwane ho coach ne say league no amasa take over Madrid tehwe Barca barely with 61 points 1 point difference between omo and Real Madrid nemu league no bibia ni ho a eye over yet bibia betimi asi I said I'm focus solely on omo games that eda omo enso animu Benfica any Real Madrid bebo Champions League playoff return leg Benfica GD pass a doable. The destiny no ometimi da to omachi aba Bernabeu abe course major upset. Omo etre feel lose first leg. Once the return leg na e baso on Wednesday Bernabeu no almost say bibia possible. Qualify the famous Santiago Bernabeu. Vinicius Junior initial na or dragging the feet. Now two parties ne enya reaching agreement e fan a contractor. Obo said I'm renew Emmanuel say the bibia doing very very soon official announcement beba say Vinicius Junior will agree contract extension. Yanko Netherlands era divisie Raheem Sterling since May 2025 I will see a kind now on board any competitive game we can win final we need 2-1 any Telstar and a boy Raheem Sterling every bench ebenya some minutes before the game Eton in Tadia pa Mama Kessben television weighing some of the fans are a quarter Raheem Sterling in Tadia nibi match no arrive here any Obemuno reception nyana chese awesome Eddie Kunin by 2-1 yanko Liverpool game share Nottingham Forest Kabakua entimi ante very late and Alexis McAllister Leicester enya the only goal of the game. Jamie Carragher unbelievable players na chipa. Or see only one person and a yard eno aye Ngomoha ono ne free bench ebe sesan game no pa. Wo hwe obi o start ye, wo hwe coach no approach how omo ekọ game ni ma enema anko as expected. Modemo no omo win die nemom na e form Ngomoha nkoa ene the single player obo ono enso abaso yenko Chelsea ene Burnley match na Am I in 2 goals? Equity Chelsea Shebako, Burnley Shebako, João Pedro. Now in your first goal as early as the 4th minute. Eddie Chelsea very late and at Chelsea Elusu ye. Now in Kugoni Eban after the game. Liam Rosinia now on your happy cry. Chelsea manager in the buffy pa. Kasa said Chelsea and throw away some points because we the ensen fata. Yenti Liam Rosinia.
To 4 points from 2 home games, which anyone watching the game, it's not good enough for a club of this level. It's not good enough for me to come and say we were the better team. We need to be the better team in every game. We need to win games of football. And I know what the answer is, and we will address it.
Rosinia, Chelsea manager, and Yatin Kano, Wesley Fofana, Ekonya red card, say, Okanwa, Chelsea, and 6 red cards, Akaba Coupe. Na omo akache Belly and a Premier League way omo edi more cards 7 red cards no menya Chelsea about 6 the next red card omenya no omo any Belly ebe time until what's the red card odi no ana ye show our Kessben so na no ana Owen Hargreaves say also a major concern because enye under one manager and Chelsea edi red Maresca time omo edi red and Rosinia so ba ye another red Asaba, it was a concern among Chelsea as a football club.
And there's a red card for Wesley Fofana.
Yeah, again, I think it's inexperience. And you know what? They're not even a nasty team. You know, some teams back in the day, they're proper nasty, weren't they? You proper get nasty red cards. They're all quite silly red cards, the ones they've gotten. And again, it goes back to recruitment.
Bibini bia se obenya bie na won so anonom na etimi aboa no sa everyone was so ka ho asemi cement vital herbal mixture ene ne capsules no eye adura ye aduma wontini mu adura uyo bia sabi o mema sem eda pom tinkeja be ma ntimi man mu so kra be ma ntimi mpega ne ho uyo be ma sabi woni obehiem na sisia no waje mu a won adura ye kanfo de amawo edroi yedra ebe boa ma wuntini netimi asore gina so ebe mamoja de pusane wo be ma nu ama be ma netimi asore gina so ye na watimi abo adwuma na ama o piafo obi bia sabi oni atenka so yo ba so ye be ma wuhia edro cement vital herbal mixture and capsules anemna ne de agan ne bi kona koto bi no watenka ayira na tekopra kona koto edro ne bi nanom na bohu sabi edro no esi ye adwuma sifa afei wuye ne to nchen sabi obi wo hono ma fichikom o how pa kese pa so yo ba na wo kom fichire na se wo menses na ma ebeyi a edu ebeboa eye cement vital herbal mixture kona kwato edu no binom be ma wo fichiko no bibia ye kama de amawo afei so wote yaw o fichiko mu a edu ebeboa eye cement vital herbal mixture and capsule afei so obi won ma sabi wa koja ne nan no na moja di etire we oba na otisa de bia hu moja no tieniye pa se moja no ye gon bright red we no ka se bright red a en na se do betima bo ma moja ni nyina to atwa e de ama okra apen so obi so a sabi ne to ase twetwe no we ni kan se sciatica wo sciatica e do betima bo ama yaw ne twetwe na wo ni nyina etimi ati akokra no e ye agan cement vital herbal mixture and capsules edro no eye aduma wontini mu na enuane no bi wo edro wo mu a eboa pa ye friend nitric oxide say nitric oxide no unya eba oni padua a enti bi emu asi enti na akantare ba bebiem ba be huru ntini ama ntini metumi adawa mo moja etime de apusane usisi ena eya ye wo neurotransmitters a sonifri adwen no ho ena eba eno na se obi te jawa na se ko pains bi mu a na sa neurotransmitter no etimi aba beboa ama pain na se yaw no etimi akopom edrei ewo nyane no bi wo mu a etimi release neurotransmitter ye fe no endorphin na sa endorphin ne pa se usisi ena ya oza zawo na wote no e wo usisi mu no edrei e ba be stop ni nyina yisu dopamine na be yi yawo ni nyina firi woko e de amount enti se usisi yo ya edrei wo so nom e ya agan Cements Vital Herbal Mixture and Capsules edrei age award yenim de ye ka ho asem no 2022 best waist pain product of the year 2023 edrei age award e fasisi ya de ho 2024 yesaje yesa hwani mu sa fie di anyum nyina so ye be saje award no wo ye bema na wo pese unyina so no gina so keme wa bra wo be me maduro no sima kakra bi ati a fe number no a egu screen ase no wo fe number na ye be no be kasa kama ni ato se do be sia no maduro no na emi na atumi aboa ama bibia ye kama ma afa so ba bia be nya bia to no ye di egu screen so na mom tie ni ye pa se wo kumase ene ne pattern wo store wo person to be town baby a edi kan PFA pharmacy New Road Junction wana PFA pharmacy or store kese a obenya dem bi atu honum akwakoton afi Colinac ewo Ashtown oni Dani Herba obi nyina wa Ashtown ko ho Fredimens eso okay o ono so be ma obi ato afi so Sambora ewo Kagetia Gate 3 no opposite pe edrei edra e ba beboa eyi sa o hawo nyina afi wa kwa ma enti pe bi achi kwan to agan a etrese ejan no pedito na enkotote e ma na so nya wa ho odin pepepe e da man
edro no e edro pa Cements Vital mummy nyina nkope bi na ebetimi ade akagina mu pa yento so ewo enu game e course so Emmanuel Sheyi Adebayo e former Arsenal, Tottenham, Man City and a Palace player at a point be ball loan hema Real Madrid Oluwa Sheyi Adebayo akasa say or had the remaining games the other Arsenal for him the other Man City anima Premier League no Arsenal for 18 NJ Man City mom ana ebeje the Adebayo ekan mo ye sure say we analyze the situation no and say or the Arsenal ho yaw ana ekan sa obi an anima bakosema eda ho between ono and Arsenal ana the all canon wa dwene ho o analyze na or the verdict eba bon today we remember dey by chire mu a Premier League no there is no way say o game said Arsenal nim and Man City nim Arsenal for intimi NG Man City na omo enso ebetimi age and game e course no Arsenal share Tottenham by 4-1 Randall Colomwani na consolation goal Spurs omo go back no ono na share ye Eberechi Eze ni favorite opponent in Tottenham enwa wobo brace editi omo first leg bo hat-trick enwa osabo brace edi esoso ena Victor Gyökeres so edi 2 edi esoso nti brace from Eberechi Eze ene Victor Gyökeres na Arsenal for edi nkunun hebisa Victor Gyökeres say wey any best performance so far na osi enigisem say enwa Arsenal enya win o she 2 de na umuna kobetimi ahye more Mommy and Victor Gyökeres.
Yeah, in some aspects, I think a huge contribution from you as well. Maybe your best performance in the red shirt? Yeah, in some aspects, I think it was a good one. Then in some other, I think I could have done a few bits better. But yeah, it was a tough game. But I think we showed much better things on the pitch today.
Was part of that about
Victor Gyökeres on the board brace and he attending Kano Eberechi Eze bisan say and then aya ope social space na oye no said ye aso onim class or tasha space no chim say already every game say chance ne banko dia obe banki in the goals nye say bia wotunani e dey space for no so ana wo ball mu to Eberechi Eze eni.
To be fair, I always have that feeling whenever I play. But yeah, today it's worked out. We thank God for it. We put in a good performance. We done what we needed to do today, which was the main thing.
Tottenham. For you? Yes, for 5 of your 6 Premier League goals.
Eberechi Eze and attending Kano Gary Neville Man United omo great also Premier League no enya for name Man City for 18 NG Arsenal for be brepa name league no ko na wie no na trophy no omo enaje okase be better pa na oboa osi emu be ye den pa na so at the end ono ehun say Arsenal and a Premier League no omo ebeje enra I got to do the first game in charge as manager for Spurs on my instruction now ebimo entie ye hu video bi a Mickey van de Ven coach ni directing say uncle nanim won fi coach no kra chese ono won nam park no so nante coach no so sa enti I go to door all my instructions no defender no onye na adwene say obetie ne ochena enso count dey twatwo Edwin van der Sar former Man United goalkeeper ana Ebo Lamens current goalkeeper abaso United some number 1 way wo boy juma pa na oye ne ho dia Sky no eben limit so far was surprised obi abet modern mona or then di I would know that room and e juada yemfansie
yemfa NC ha yenkomra mehwe matches no Europe said Arsenal for now on point near saying point gap normally
say about 5 name City e wo understanding game
I find say make 2
oh ade
City be winning nti
outstanding the bibia
bit maximum weekend is in a City struggle ombre 2-1 ombre
on say Newcastle cranya go be but van ruling us outside
mu papa
nanka sa go ni gina ya
football
ka bibia betimi
yeah timi okay nti yenkomra medium and so after week 23 right it seems like 11 games or so yeah almost point different there be 8
se saba be 3
11 games to go
next game dey make away goal star some that second no
yeah
elbow has of folk
wow
league in the be
say medium 45
yeah
goal stars I mean 42
points
hi
goal stars nam touchline once na enka mo nka ho kra
yes
ni inform by equation kra all of a sudden
omabambium
eno na statement winner na okwa share Lions
yes
at this point
no
anytime I go ni buy
Heart of Lions
yeah
no Heart of Lions is the oh show man news Heart of Lions I'm say Asante Kotoko dey kwan pen no ma show
in buy about 11 or some games
omontimi win
yeah
into go Heart of Lions any news be abi so mo dey jaw ho papa
coach Bash or starting year pa
yeah
na Lions wo bu pa say die
okay na record who be am say the Bebrem Kumasi Asante Kotoko after losing 1-0 and a 0-1 to Heart of Folk it's me asaka ko winning on next game Bright Yeboah Taylor one for Saturday now ka say a bear record baako is 17-year-old record na baako so I think 34-year-old record ono abaha oba chichi and continue say a record no Heart of Folk no be anim say after beating Asante Kotoko e Baba Stadium Chelsea as IBB or honey at the end here. I struggle. Heart of Folk home and cry the end game say on Ben Fala, especially I will call Brukum Koshe 3-0.
Yeah.
Heart and
Koshe Fala.
Yeah. Okay. We have Baba na ya be share some matches in and so 11 games to go. Wow.
League in my day.
Yeah.
Oh, you neutral.
Yeah.
I be all day. Name say oh you medium.
Yeah.
Obe feel heat in the kakra.
So the Arsenal move feeling is other medium as we feel. Corner point gap ne musu pa.
Coach Tampo.
Over
to you. Wow. Bullet over to you.
Gold Stars. Defending champion do a cheer. All right. This year na yakakofa ni what scientific about clinic so message kakra. Yaba na yaba beto aso de mamo ye nchekra.
Dr. Nimoni said you wouldn't need what scientific hospital no. Yare biara obi efema onia no ye no. Eno na Nyankopon enam menema doctors for so eye a research about enhaban Nyankopon ede adom ye eye enupapa Nyankopon adomunti. So ube piem woni wa scientific hospital nkwade a yare bia wo famo bia no. Se empo ewo mojam ne esi eni aduro kra Onyankopon enam yenso ebema ho atokra.
Ya so ye hade nyese wo ba ya sabi ni atam edu di amount say di kokono na emu ye do to afidi so me afidi ni omu hwehwemu me ye mu adepote ye di yade ne brewo na se me mu enya yare ne di woni badua no so te be ye so yare na ma wa to yare ase wo de edi ni say se di badua se wo to yare ase a utimi tu ase ntem
Obani what scientific hospital Dr. Fobi su adwuma ne say enubuna eni no tan a obo ade edi dwumye no yenye mu hwemu na fe enwenu akasa wo ma friends phytochemicals no ye extract say enwenu no na yemfa frem no emfa emao ebi a kidney no yare abem kidney no essay yenko na Ghana ha ye de take ahaban edi dialysis a kidney no say akodu se den kura no a nyarehemu na nya didi na fo ni kyerem e woni what scientific hospital bofra ban e boye ama wa diabetes ye ni bofra ban e nyama bi efra e de ma wa e be bo ma diabetes na o sugar e koso pii no eno so aboa ama etinya bafum e bia na o hwe mesisi e na o problem pa e yo mema sem be bi wono mu a onya tenkan kwa so mo ba beda obo so otimi nya hode ne pagya na no oba ehyemu a ehyemu na adwo e no obo so atese ne be ma no ensore kra e bia na e no bia da so a wo no yo ba na utie me na se e ya wo no problem e bia na e fibro na kosi a wo no kwan ana wa kwa ya sabia doctor si ensu abetata onkosuemu ovarian cyst ana se fallopian tube no e na block ye obebu okura wo sebu ensisi so ni nyina timi sinyi se ho kwan be ma bia na ho nsuo e na wo form nkwabon e wo form low sperm count na wo okura be ba be ni ho nsuo mo no na emo no be friend say spermatozoa no ba kokura we nyina e ha esi awo ho kwan a obani what scientific hospital a enfidie de ehwe be da di amye se problem bi wo no mo a ne atimi hu aduro na afi aduane e be kyerɛ mo adie pressure nti amo akoma bo periperi asem kura si ofie ntimi mo amane obi so hwe me na ne die stroke akawa tompam ye kwa wo ye ba wo so ntimi o kasa na pampan boni die kyerɛ frɛ no halitosis yade ba ko a ya no wan obi opɛwase obetimi akade a kyerɛ wo a ade be di unya o kasa bia na obi atwene hwene okoda na nyimre o da o jonso antentem e papa mo mpanifo no e free 40 50 60 years e ko animo no o prostate na e kase prostate enlargement e ba sa o da o jonso antentem o jonso be bransa na ade a kye e mane nka achi e me nkofa catheter ahoma nkoto ba memo abusuafo bi ebere ni nti manya adagye amo ya de di a nyadidie se ni what scientific hospital Ghana ha de o pa ya sabe e dia ba frim die fidie e de twe enubena e na afa ho de nie fra haba mu e de saw ya de ma wo a na e ni what scientific hospital yi wo Kumase Atonsu Monaco Junction ya Dansura Bank no ene bi ene mehwe enkran so ye o ma 7 ye ben Janet Corner dan no 0244 087687. In case you are watching us from any part of the world, whether you are in any African country or you are watching us from Europe, you can contact us on WhatsApp +233 244 087687 or on Google Map. Just type Niwat Scientific Hospital and you'll be given the exact location.
Niwat Scientific Herbal Clinic. Message on their brain anopay and so and Rafe and Miko a Hinibazo na odi Ochia Herbal powder Nkomo and so Ababoy anopay. That is a
Seju Radia Basakusu Kutame.
The Jangopon. I say, Ukraine Yamim Rena or Kutao. Or the tune in Satia Swana and one. Because all Mama can Yami brain and Woody dear. I say,
Bassa de Bias Mina baby show in Yami.
Yes. The beer was a would on
what the I am a bush no many 100 cry. The more crime to me written also.
Yeah, great. You heard about the free
Said you?
Yes.
I mean, I was here to pay you. What that then you are Konya or the mommy were Fidicasi so. Now, Yenchia in Yanumuzla means for no. Because already young coupon and Alano or more by Ned Biano in ye and Pipe already untium, Alan untium.
Special month.
Yeah, special month. Month we draw, I am in Fenia Broker. Mijina mudende mfeni ya
group. Shira di omni na no nyame
onfanu mi nyina sa pepepe. Amen. Sajo, mamenchi adofo ne atiefo. Memfanchi mo den free divine hope herbal center. Ya so ye kese no ewu Kumase ya macro abusuakuru wa junction. The whole Kumase abro senum. Hona divine hope herbal center ye butuo. Na ye ne yakofa adura ya to din se wotwea herbal powder aba. Na adwuma ebono ebro adwene ne ntiase so. This week and last week ni nam doma hinkru ne sehwi empatemu ho na adanse a eba no eye bebre awrade tumi ne na hoodin papa bi a wanum stroke na wanya stroke no wanom otwea awrade tumi ne na hoodin wasore na asem a mo ka kire nyina ne se mayensesa otwea heba pada no na enemete afidikasi yeso empanyimfo ya tenase na me hye o mo bo se aduro no yensesa no otwea no se de bodwuma no sa pepepe enebeye because adansia eba no odwene ho a ontiase awrade amane abasa so ewo twea heba pada so a ebo adwuma orofo anu ntini yetu mufo se mokọ pharmacy shop herbal shop over the counter ho a na maka kire shop attendant no de wo ho ne se mesrew aduro no ma me box baako box no sei enete ehyemu akomako 50 box no sei enete ahoɔden ni wɔ kora no na wato half box makomako 25 yade bi a wode sa nom to asoma ye enom baako penyai papa no wo se wanom aduro no onom wotwea no box mienu awurade tumi ni na hoɔden ti wasɔre afiri ni stroke mu ɔdɔfo okwa oto sama ya na aboa yen na yade na wode sa no afiri wo so na danse no so aye bebre ne yade animonyam hye no ama nyankopɔn a ɔbɔ soro ne asase no ɔdɔfo oye opemfo a wuntimi num ye duro bi oye akwada wunya mfie dumienu ekoso a wuntimi num wotwea heba pada ne bi Ghana ha bia to duro biara pharmacy shop herbal shop over the counter bia obenya wotwea heba pada ne bi ato na ɔdɔfo yi wa wusisi aye wo ya sisi yade abetena wo so a chemfie bebre oje wo ho a enye wona wunya wotwea heba pada yi bia anopa fa ba kuku nsuo dededem anan nsuo hiem no mame anumra so to aso na yesa ti da bia no yade bia wode sa no no mienu mame anopa baako anumra baako de wo hia ye wo nsuo a eye dedede kakra na wonum no wanom mama ye awurade tumeni na ho odinti achaye na wotwe mensa sisisi yade no wode ne nam yade na akofa aba se wode ne enyini na akofa aba se wode no adwumaten na akofa aba no na afei afiri wo so na wagina brane amame so oba ana bema aduro eye pada enka tienie eye pada enyensuo eye pada sa so na enye capsules de wo hia ye wonsuo a ehye orofo na wonya nsuo hye na sisi yade no se monhuma nyina atwetwe no wonya wotwe aheba pada ne bia wate ho afiri sisi yade ho na afi wo ye bema wo gina brane amame na oba so eye oba sima wo de no eye koku wo yafunu ebom koku nti wo bi kwan ne minim wo yi beat ahodo wa cha ma piano so key beat o minim wa kwan ne minim saa odofo wode ntakra hodo na enu naso o pesa nani ayekokɔ o jane nan sebe na ne kokɔbo etwe aba na muja kakra na ahoro kakra egum koku ama wo yafunu ebom odofo wo de eye wotwea heba pada wonya wotwea heba pada ne bia anopa baako anwumre baako koku na kwan bi efa so ba ni padua no awurade tumi ni na ho odinti na atwie fantini na amaman agye aboso no na ntini ni nyina amu ada ho na amaman na firi ho na wososo wagina brane ama me se bema ana oba so ayo ba sima efiri se koku affect ema bebre sebe omo menstrual cycle no nti okone mfikyiri a na otiem obobna wose menkwia ba mayase ya me ho a enye ama obi die ne ntimi mma entoatoa so sede ope no eba baako na etwa odofo koku nsunsanso eye bebre da bia me kase enyarwa hudu bebre koku ne kofa baba ye ni enyanko so efirisa amama ni gintini ni boso a emammo je nyakwan di efirisa ni ntimi nyakwan eni efirisa ne saa na afa di pressure betu ni padua no so na akofa nyarwa bebre abre ni padua no pa wotwe heba pada ni bi abra koku yade etete odofo na wo ye bema ana we oba na koku no etetewo wode no agu widiem wode na agye wani maboso a aduro no aye wotwea heba pada ebe hyini nyina afiri ni padua no ho na wo so wode wo ho afiri koku yade na bema de se koku yade a na sisi yade betena wo so cha acha ye mfie mienu na mo na ema no ama mo guy name Mr. Tumi na san to ase wo besi wo nantuo no na twetwen woje wo ho a enye wonnante kakra bi gye opa baabi patwene wampa baabi antwena wanhwa ubetu ahwe wotena seche na wo sori a na ne boachi bidin orofo yi kope wotwea heba pada ne bi awurade tumi ni na ho odinti wonya wotwea box ni bia wono no maya acha ye na wotwe mensa bosome siatika yade a etetew hawo no na wate ho afiri ho obese media na ama me nan aye titiriti obese media na ama me nsa aye titiriti wose ananse acheme odofo pe wotwea heba pada din ho free siatika yade ho obi ko hospitals ahodo obi ye labs ahodo clinics ahodo a obi ko enam siatika yade ho nti odofo nanso aduru a wonom no wo hu nsunsanso pepe bia ene ye hye ne nkura se onum ye de da bia ye kase wotwe heba pade ya de bia wode sa no onum toa so a bebo so miensa ohun sunsan so papa bia jaduro no nom efiri se e bia na ye duro no entimi muwa e ma wonsa wo yade no yenim de ye ka yentimi num aduro ba ko bebo so me nan me meti ya mintimi kope wotwe heba pada abra siatika yade e haw otie ne ye osa aduane to yafunu obobena to da bia obonse asiwa chikase wo je ho a enye orofo ama obi sebe orane aduane to ne yema no orane osa sunsunsan so ne bio ama oboa no ehwew obi obonse ne kon ayere tan otwa entwa orofo wadura wo hia eye wotwe heba pada wonya wotwe heba pada ne bia ye wo hia ye wonsu a eye de ana ensu a hie anopa baako anumere baako nom to asoma yesa acha ye bosome awrade tumi ni na ho odinti wate wo ho afiri osa yade ne ho na osa eteti ni papa osa aduane to yafunum a wo bobena aduane to mu a wo bobena untimi ni meko ade de osa eye wo no odofo waduro eye wotwea heba pada wo ya brantie wo wradwa ye wro ho a na wo bobena ono nsi aguti ni nyina ne se bema de ne ubotom ani ntine sen wonantem nanso wo bema yi se bi botom nkoye ntine so sen wonantem abedidi ho a afon ayeketuwa bi ayelengelenge ayeshekrewion obedi ete se straw ya de bi na akofa sa wo hawo no abade ya odofo watura wo hia aye wotwea heba pada na wonya wotwea heba pada ne bia wo fa ye numbers miensa ne good screens ne so no na wo fra ye akira wo kwan a wo befa so a wo benum wotwea heba pada no awrade tumi ni na ho odinti bema na afon na afi rubber yirima rubber ne se ma extra energy se bema na wokosi n'anim a watimi apem na ha muntie ne ye mame mesrew se wodie no size na nyankopon de ball no na esoate a ono no motwea heba pada ne maya sa size na ne beba na emom se wo size no esonte ne te sa we wonoma ebi meka ho na emom ema o mema yo egina brane emame orofo muntie ho no ye emame pa afi so wo ya brantie ana me papa okoda anu anadwo wanna wadwonso baburu bempredu ansa na ade achi ojonso a otinkase bia kawayase ochima ansa na jonso no aba orofo wadura wuhia eye wotwea heba pada efise jonso twa no no hawo bi eba ho wonya wotwea heba pada wate ho afri jonso twa na hawo bi eba ho no enye sa wodie ni berebeduru ama ya de rubber abeto bemem na ya de rubber to bemem a atwuma e wose brantia ana me papa wo bo no ne wantimi wanhwe wanya oba bi osu awrade a abrantia bi akobo sa adwuma na ma na wabebo bena hwehwe wotwea heba pada akiri kwan na emom ya de rubber mpo to ho a awrade tumi ni na ho adinti ebeji rubber no afiri ho ama na te wo mema yo asa abrew adanse bebre na eba wono a ya hye won rubber na awrade tumi ni na ho adinti onno motwea heba pada na rubber no eyi na esade wo mema abrew mu no edoso ewo aseye ho kope wotwea heba pada abra prostrate na na jonso twa no o haw bi abam wodofo sebi wodie no doctor aka kire wo say ukocheki BP no ekosoro anase sugar level no ekosoro no numnyuro na doctor ede ama wo amaye no na emom kope wotwea heba pada box ni bi unya box na freye o freya yenkyere wo kwanya wo befa so anoma kanura doctor ede ama wo no ho na afi de wo ho firi sa anyaro a etisa udihye bi anya stroke da fom kope wotwea heba pada ni bi ema no ba bi bi to duro Ghana bi ara obowura obenya wotwea heba pada ni bi ato oba wo mensese ma ebaba ku na atwa ba mienu na atwa fibroid afi na asha se develop wo yefun kope wotwea heba pada ni bi wonya bi oba mfansu o hye no na emom frɛ numbers no ne yenkyere wo kwanya wo befa so a obenom no emrantie no mom frɛ na memfa new key no come ho key na aba no ofra wo se me 30 minutes 1 hour ni ya kire new key abra wanya wotwe ni bi na ukosine ni ma watimi apem akọ ni mi kumase ha ba bia na Ghana ha ba bia to aduro bia no ubenya wotwe heba pada ni bia to ye mrante ne ye maba wane de nama ye jingle edaso na nsen de obehia me obonsa me so mate asi fom bi a me so me di bi namu a ye so ye kire ye pese ye kire nuru no manipa ete ase ye enu nti ye ne ya de ye ho agima obehia me na me so me namu a me ne mrante ne maba wano eninam Queen Bobone ewo Madina Race Junction ubenya bi ewo honom Nisi Pharmacy ewo Okanshi Drug Lane saso na Tobinko eso Okanshi Drug Lane ubenya wotwea heba padan bi Winef Heba ewo ejoso court da no ho House of Drug ewo Ashaman ubenya bi ewo honom ba bibie to duro bia ne mentimi amo location no Jeff Heba wo mankasim Dr Clement ewo Brikum ubenya wotwea heba padan je numbers ni sesi a na frame ne yentwetwe nkomo abram ebre no anya ayebre no ye numbers no aye 0591 56 55 57 0591 56 55 57 0550 63 90 37 0550 63 90 37. The catch one is 0551 22 82 81. Oko Bechema a live supermarket so ho ubenya watchia heba pada ni bi ato. Nti yese watchia heba pada e jane shewa
wa ana obeba
Sergio
oni baba dasi na no pay na my friend numbers no watchia heba powder e jane shewa wa na baba kan ho pebi na ubedi danse e boye papa manfo gusu nom. All right. Yeah, Besha, move from messages. No, Mammy Sans is 05515 99933 05515 99933. And we WhatsApp line with me do messages. No, Afaso Abreye 059 3231 579 059 3231 579. And also a line up with me do videos. No. Titru afaso abreye voices no kakraba fine but videos no man ntimi pa na eno so ehwo asem eno no therefore transfer behwe matches no emu kakra and key incident no na fi yaba eye Ghana GPL matches eno so ekos yedin kan dia to dwa say mediema point gap no about 3 from 8 about Miensa Gold Stars abetosu mienu 42 points Mediama 45 points and afi omomotoso ebetra league no mu key incident refereeing decisions clubs no protest kakra e dey afa on supporters no onu nyina no e de hunsem ebebremo. Good morning sir and the whole Kessben crew. This Adams, also known as Babairo, from Abuaso, checking in. I'm very concerned about how the referees are handling the Ghana Premier League matches lately. We are seeing too many inconsistent calls that are destroying the beauty of our local game. If you want our game to grow, our league to grow, and for the fans to keep coming to the stadium, the GFA and the referees committee must ensure these officials are firm and fair. We cannot keep quiet while the hard work of the players and the clubs is ruined by poor officiating. What is the team's take on this? Are we ever going to see real accountability for these referees? Babairo, and anyway, Ifri Abuaso and so Abreye. We edifre and Ebahem. My young friend, quickly. Ewa, intiwa here, and me free ho. Papi, would we if we keep coast the bray, uncle to me fat in massa. I mean, I'm a proud and loyal listener of Kessben Sports. What keeps me glued to the show is your sharp wit, the tactical depth and analysis from Dr. Franco Naro, and your much energy and the game brings to the studio. Honestly, the chemistry alone deserves a Ballon d'Or nomination. I know today's edition is not dedicated to questions, but permit me to speak. This one is in like a late substitution in stoppage time. If the unfortunate day comes when Real Madrid must look beyond their undisputed number one, Thibaut Courtois, which goalkeeper will be the ideal successor? Who has the presence, the reflexes, the command of the box, and the big game temperament to wear the gloves at the Santiago Bernabeu, without the fans reaching for their blood pressure medications? Papi, the way free Cape Coast. And Abekansa and Anapay. I'm for Kofi Amwadi and Twaso Nafi Yemedin Komokakra. The Asida TV channel has been off for 2 weeks. If it's no more on free view or it's a technical issue, Kofi the way free broadcasting and Abreye. Kwamiki Ebeba na Emunchetremuni Nano or the Ehon Ensem and so Abreye. Kobna Black. Minya sure so when you had to cry or Temakra. Papa that say big disappointment for we the fans of Accra to folk. yesterday. No goals and a stale 0-0 draw against Brecum Chelsea. Expectations were high, but it wasn't our day. And happy 82nd birthday to me. Oh, strength is all I continue to seek from the Almighty. Kobna Black is 82 years today. Wow. Mr. Kobna Black, my wish you happy birthday. Namin Kosuna onyo omo ahoden onyo strong omo ahoden hu ye papa o health no hu omo ahoden ne kwatenten emai dia kan de MC Yankopon do boye waye ewe ahoden ene kwatenten ne yesre ede amao. God bless you. Wish you well. Happy birthday, Kobna Black, 82-year-old. Heart of Folk fan Tema on fashion no in Yagrokra. All right, we have one woman in our kwabai na yen share yen din komo nkra da bia weekend bia ni munsem if I could munsem and the came
you know
that's how come bio Madrid ne Barcelona we koda na we are patre na we sa no de ko sa Premier League no kakete sa na man for most struggle so mo be fam was on Newcastle ne Man City game no wow na nya sam kitu akra na afi yebehwe other games and so na oko Germany Hurricane Odine Hine yes
you know,
yes
we need to be careful.
This boy
Budeme share in the Spanish La Liga. He will be meeting the back four of the Blasters at the World Cup. Okay, one of the top scorers on the Sherman with first goal. Hurricane so a Bieja in the Bundesliga. Oluwatkins money right for the Mugu actually. He said you your back four for the World Cup anywhere you might. Because he Jan Crawford best so a good yes or no.
I said the Bia now bo omoyem jasa.
No crane
your back four. That's almost who started goalkeeper. The goalkeeper didn't say strikers we never. I feel about back four.
Aye.
But you have been room fin now call a strikers no.
In Finfield them call
a black stars no.
In Finfield them call and a big tournament in the co. Until what they mean uncle.
Chance be out the bench be out the way
no crane American. Said you team B who we are including France and Brazil. Open the Bema top centre backs. Bremer, Militao, Gabriel, Marquinhos, 4 for Brazil. Omukra share England attacking in there, including Hurricane Aija. Konate, Theo Hernandez, Pierre Kalulu, Jules Conde, William Saliba, Wesley Fofana, France for back for Dayo Pemicano. Omukra share Hurricane Muna fireworks. Inti said you dear ye opponent ne ye in America. England Midfield and Mekokan once and on the better to Yedi and SMBC. Croatia almost trying to Midfield. Apart from the experience that they have. What I'm saying is that you look at Budeme in the Spanish La Liga. Now me do a Real Madrid match him straight away. Said you before the game, Oshe lineup a below ya. A lineup that all looking up to the Benfica game. Because Ohune Samadu that they ba kwa ha omo this season pa the center back pair. Omo ntimi na consistent center back pair in the Spanish La Liga this season. So nya Rudiger Militao no ma bossa be 8 matches there be. Obenya Den Hoysen Militao no ma bossa there be. Obenya Den Hoysen Rudiger no ma bossa there be. Nti ho ye baby a how omo this season pa and so ball Rudiger born was Stadium de Lou Portugal. So Baba share the return encounter and now share the form of Gianluca Prestiani, Evangelos Pavlidis, obey your defense in here. So he decided to say Jan Hoysen Pradia, Oma David Alaba, any Asensio chance no more as 2 center backs, no on share how Obobesi ape. Not least on give rest to Antonio Rudiger because Rudiger so enam age ya said you any side in tino say game no injuries no into Kopasa you just have to manage him and make sure say games say so important and I beat him and who for be the said David Alaba now hear the pedigree and the experience Say form money horse first no. Now share at least Asensio had the chance to be part of the Madrid team. At least playing against Ruben Garcia, Victor Munez, Anti Budeme, Lucas Toro, John Mokayola, and yet difficult to be a. But say you almost disappointed team no. And she kwaya almost fast so a first goal the penalty by. One shot we have born here. Obeka say nye clear penalty. But Courtois tia striker na aso picture nini. Etu referee Quintero Gonzalez. O continue tire hwe no o tia 7 days o man timi enkura attack na and as a lead na ye nyine hu so o betimi ekura no. Sejo eni. Look at how almost what dazzle the defense no through. O man timi na Raul Garcia enya that second goal no for Madrid at the El Sada in Pamplona. And before the game, you can say Osasuna bought 5 games at Omuntimi Lucia Basajo into Etwas. Into the defense of Madrid, no once again, Elete Omoda. Into Budeme is likely to be the number 1 striker for Croatia at the World Cup. And we need to watch out for him. Oko Barcelona, Omopa against Levante. Now, Madrid are bought a day before the Barcelona game. Nasa anko ye dia asejo Levante 19 from the league table before this particular encounter. You expect fireworks, and coach I friend of Hansi Flick Emma Mark Bernal the opportunity to start in midfield. Casedo and Yane die all the young guys Femi Lopez ball so well into no Mark Bernal the opportunity in midfield, and the performance said you onya the opportunity no first goal in Otimidema FC Barcelona. And the La Masia guys are coach a friend Hansi Flick. I'm more the opportunity no. I'm disappointing no at all. Obi a chance and first goal for FC Barcelona. But also Femi Lopez go no. Now shape you na a fake and maka how Abrante is striking from all angles. Baby o dina be a come first so hit the ball no na a fake nti goalkeeper Ryan and Timmy anya ball ne ho hwe. The likes of Ronaldo, Ofa Matias Moreno, and Jeremy Tall Ghana. So you oman Timmy anya ho hwe. And this is the guy from La Masia. And I had the air and pressure in his baby and said you the guy is playing so well. A back goal sir. Said you Abrantini him go see and then a lot of teams edinati say almost person almost signed about the Premier League because of the choir of us at the ball it at what Tibasa back to the top and said you shall Levante that's all person about top there obviously or sell no be who the kind of performance are putting up. So Barcelona back to the top and said you we have a long way to go.
We have a 2-horse race now.
I know.
With some 13 games or so to go.
Yeah.
1 point difference.
Yes.
Third place in the Villarreal no 10 points.
Yeah.
So I don't want a 2-horse race now.
Because you know
but
because I have Villarreal team here away. Offer the lives of Pedrosa, Afonso Pedrosa. You are talking about Renato Vega, Dani Perejo, Papi Gay, the lives of Juan Fortumo, Santiago Moreno. These are not players as I do. Or more than enough quality I will expect so betting me. Aha Madrid or Mubeha FC Barcelona. Atletico Madrid or more the quality to do that. You know, almost say against Espanyol. But you no Nansen or more fans in the crowd who say season way the and common Pam Diego Simeone. Because so Alexander Soloff na Julian Alvarez, Lukman Abekano, Griezmann is still there. Or Pablo Marin, or Danko Hakampe, or Matthew Rugali, or Black is still in post. Naul Molina, or Marcos Llorente, or everything. Obetim they are competing. Koke is still part of the team. Gianluca Simeone is still part of the team. Into all the guys and Carbetim they are competing for the La Liga title. But say you, ATM Ababe Drew Babia. Diego Simeone titles now wadia mono. Omuye okay. And so the last interviewer, President Enrique Cerezo, editu dra. Or say omuye okay with Simeone. Results no demo mono omope. Nti ebrie bia omucho when kokko he omachi. Say before Diego Pablo Simeone, say na team netie, and Obabeji team no, say na Juma Awaye, winning the La Liga, winning the Europa League, playing the Champions League final, winning the European Super Cup. I hold on my attention. They are not looking at the materials available now. And why I was say, Barca did the likes of Gerard Martin, omo de Eric Garcia mo, omo de Pau Kubasi mo, omo de Mark Bernard mo compete for La Liga title. E di enti na Diego Pablo Simeone so ewo in terms of quality, in terms of team, ono so betimi a nya the fair share of the competition, but ono de watiada and I do know what decides a third or fourth position, no, just qualify now ko Europa you are good to go. It is Barcelona against Real Madrid and you know on one hour expect so mo betimi a compete for the Liga title. Okay. Now to the Premier League. Mu coach na no be busa me so a medical doctor na Saturday na me say na to be man no.
So di body. So won ndi nete ni.
Liam Rose senior asem na make.
Ono na sema.
Sa
mi film gra.
Say Saturday me say na to. Yeah. Obi busa am so a medical doctor now. So I'm going to a medical doctor kakra. Open express.
Yes,
and Obi busa am say or a medical doctor am today. On a medical doctor.
Or gentle to mo kasa myself.
It means kind of number of times that Chelsea had drop points. More winning we are. Yeah, very different. More winning we are never different. This season under this man.
Yes.
Also by any problem or the other.
But our mama and I are aware so our motto for our beko. And our mama and I are aware. Say Champions League in the day our mwa. Also we done quite.
Contract now you have to 2031.
Nah, the Maresca
we
say a realistic target.
Anna. Your mom time be we as be.
Who's it? Realistic target.
Playing the Champions League. Who does say a realistic target?
And that's your top 5 no.
Aye. Who does say a realistic target?
But top 5 na dey one league table.
Debut. Yeah, who league table now for my. Some of her na me here there. Baby order no say ozo yibi.
Is order 4th there.
Yes, league table ni.
Order 4 but 16 points. I'm say from.
Only Liverpool ni Man U the same point, but Man U are standing game.
We there say you baby out there ni say but top 4. We there realistic.
So Man U to me nya point na kura na obebe 5th. No, Liverpool are the same points.
You want to do?
So you should do better than Man U and Liverpool. That's all.
Okay. Now you know to the game itself. Yeah. Chelsea bought against Burnley. Now Scott Parker and so you're one of those guys Oba Ejuman or yeah, but said you inkuyi combining the experienced guys of Kyle Walker, offer the likes of Joe Warrell, or the likes of Bashir Kemfrey, or the life of George Laurent, Jadon Anthony, Marcus Edward, or the Manchester United Hannibal, Leslie Okuchukwu. Inti Bunyabako from Man United, Bunyabako from Chelsea. And all the car walk Mobabeka, hoping settings will work for him. Jao Pedro H, let's say, and you know, and you know alone. I'll come back to that. Strikers now on top about Premier League, no BH and Bobre, or PH. And OBH, that's why I know Sefata so not chance to play for any of the big club. And Jao Pedro, and you need to watch the pass again. Once I might Casedo pass to Netuno. And Nipa Bibri, I dream you almost say Casedo apart from Yentaka on your ball on your tree. But you know, look at that pass. Look at that pass. We'll be able straight away. I said to Pedro Neto and all the ball at Inti Casedo, a midfield that's now one here. Who did the interception? Any the body check, anyhow, see cover space, no. Eddie and Uncle Abed, but Sabon done now, no, say to me, Bonnie, and we're comfortable on the ball. So look at how I was splitting the back line. First goal for Chelsea and Jao Pedro. I said, 11 goal for Chelsea in the Premier League in all 17 goals scored, but 11 goal and I said, you Utimi Enyaye at the match Chelsea. After this particular goal, Chelsea any opportunity be. Shabanti Milano Steve with chance. Kopa Manya this ball. Obier him say Kopa Manya second goal. Kobo na keep an national. And this is one game. Kopa man pass Joe. He was selfish. Anytime behind Sarango, I come call. Kawaka fan Kopa Matunum Rikai. Wow. Vini couldn't even to Kawaka, not even Mbappe.
I think some 3 seasons ago he was the fastest player in the Premier League. Kawaka.
Kawaka they were fast too.
Very fast.
Fast. Kawaka pan and the agent in some way. Well.
But her born I'm saying na or 10 na Kupa manzo.
So Franco first na. First rank will be sano.
Kobo no nanim share the other side.
Yes.
In
Now
time or 10
advantage position.
Yeah, no man yes.
Kopama and this is a game apart from this chance, or saying several opportunities are no be a chess ball no be locating in other players. But unfortunately, Otimi Ebo ball no esseno until Wesley Fofana ekunya red card. And you know, and no na had me back to the leader at the back of the Chelsea team. How share? How any players in the casa? Rui James is a fantastic player, but clearly, and genuine game no na some be ba. James the at least and Kawunya senior player be no behind him and Kabeba. What's left for fun akunya red card and said Joe. Europe there una 10 against 11 obebre. And I've heard a lot of people criticizing the coach based on the substitution away. Estebawa enye epra ntino oni ho. And over here or the Joshua Champion bem or the Joel Hatu bem or the toys in bem. And one thing about the Chelsea team is that anytime on bebro or madre be on say toys in bet me abe save one will be an unfortunately on TV. And only idea they need to observe it so well into here Zian Fleming she can offer to pin but free header obian ko jina nchen and or pin ball no etimi edit to what nem 90 plus minutes or multi take no at the Emma Burnley. Unfortunate, but 10 against 11 there. Said you, so one year one editing, say obetimi a crab ball him, sir. Ning na the situation whereby players no crab ball or games and said, oh, Musa. First na, and ka big team not 10 against 11, or more a lot of ball jugglers. Chelsea or Oscar, or more Waman or Mata, or more Eden Hazard, William and Sunye. And to ball ni crowd more, 1 minute were Hazard and Kwao. William bet me a protectable no, one matter bet me a protectable no, Pastor Joe. And a week of Palma, no, you Pedro Nota. One a baby protectable no, born in aye, 1-2 touches, nothing no echo. Inti, yes, it give the opponent the opportunity to come back and Scott Parker idea last minute, and on Bitimina, a daddy equalizer from the Dutch international or Hede Bono, etimi at the 2 at Liam Rosinia, the points no from winning position, no said you. So a person that Chelsea HDR, he just want to be in the top 4, probably playing the Champions League because the games are starting very well. There are games that were starting Napoli, West Ham against Arsenal were starting. He came in strongly, but said you this one there again in them and guys no the mobile so me defended on anti-me arm one. Arsenal room against Tottenham Hotspur. Now, you know. The team episode Liga matches be say now we expect to all the bet testing the mentality, all the bet testing the attitude, and all the bet checking the output on the field of play. Any idea will beat me here. Bringing Eze and the last time I make a few games are Eze any chance in 2026. No said you were born home than pa. Now Enra share the first goal ne kwanya of us to etimi edutumu. Agotidor decided to go in for the 3-back as usual. Or the Radu Draginsen, Jao Palina, Mickey van der Ven, 3-back, and Obiemu for other players, Papi Matasabi Suma in midfield. But said you Antentam Arsenal say, Omona ne Safata so winning that particular game because a previous day no Manchester City ababa beshe into omun team now Emma City in Sam Pamomobile. And that go from a better chase, they change everything. Or some bought the second one, but for me, go general crown everything. A joker is good. Ultimate bottle at them first one. She turning now the buy. Look at the quality of quite of fast or hit bono and look at that quality go out to me share for Arsenal. Or buy our both games I should go to baby. But clearly, and not go ya or she, especially the first go near Gua. So Arsenal to Midfield League title now. Said you, almost the best Tottenham Hotspur for say, almost a best and on the Midfield League title. Arsenal once again, on man failing said you need public graduate said or be failing. And for me, again Tottenham Hotspur, me share the quality and the Tottenham team will say the naya na adding. So will be to me as top Arsenal team.
Now Gabriel Maguire is ako social media out onto Spurs for no. We cats. Na what done in number 4 naturally. Oh come on.
No, you know, said the last time I miss it. Rivalry na sustain football ya baby say. Quality na drop. Coaching, equality from coaching and everything, even in terms of administration. Uko back now here, Silvio Berlusconi, Adriano Galliani, Dr. Massimo Moratti, who the Baba Bissina. Davidane, Peter Kion, Oba level na the Babisi na Abun's level na Abramovich no Obun's level that drop. But you know arrive you know and no still I sustain football the Babisi na e be among for the Joe who say atwetwe ni huro and the bragging right will be benyanti no the BI man crofo copa the BI man crofo e follow game no into playing against Tottenham Hotspur do na baby Arsenal they omo ba be G League and Tottenham in their life it has been tough for over 20 to 21 years Arsenal so abra na say you omo ba be show omo 4 the new Tottenham Stadium now omo team G League you don't expect anything but I expect to say the Gabriel yeah no say you and no be abe
Emre nim de ba sabi busa quickly say one share Arsenal City game na be decided win and matches be ebe kire aso mienu game no na ebe kire win of the league obi am be so obe drop point bia bio
you know yes you are right
yeah.
And now no
man na City game no mo win
City yes and na hona me ba ahoden a omo de ball match no I've not seen City say omo change minimum say Pep because we're losing a midfield no ntimi mo game no person obo no but I've not seen City so physical to say they no mo bona no
ni braba
yes share Danny Ben versus Erling Haaland Holland ejibon na hu se odi ahodi ne aniadi na ewuram again ball ne be defense or sa ba be defend it mo so o sa hwa o se ball no mo bo no you know hwe time Nico Orolo share first goal no na hwe the reaction from Newcastle United now look at how team a friend Man City sa ba back we nya 2-1 no enti eye ade ba ko a e favor City ne se Jo City edru sa time say na so mo 13 kro ho na mo fight for the league title per game so mo against Arsenal or mo against Liverpool se drew say omo ni two teams he compete for league title na no kro nim ye e ya na edin say last minute games obehu so omo bre apart from the Leicester City in 2015-2016 na Leicester City ebe share omo 3 no ewo eye Etihad no anytime bia de no abonse City Chelsea team bi na points ni mu abebrebi no eya na difficult say obonse City tiare enti eye game a obi expect say ebesesa bibia ba say do say Arsenal for twen ama say City match no twen a they should be careful because some match dey ba so Etihad me Jim Mikel Arteta di say ni team will be team they defend very well and that draw against City but say do say oma game no koye City Arsenal na decided league title na Manchester City will win the Premier League.
I see.
Omo go home with the experience Arsenal drew pressure omo bread said you City will win the Premier League because City born omo born who pressure bia omo so. And no Arsenal and Chelsea pressure omo so against Tottenham Hotspur. But said you City team no were experienced from the technical side or more experienced in terms of the individuals. So for omo team ya said you bia Donnarumma Antoine Semenyo Maguire Ryan Shoki omone guys omo team na omo nye Premier League omo no bi agibida it is omo bo ne duru say ya omo nim say the esi bono and it is Bernardo Silva who is their captain now again Ruben Dias is back and you have Pep Guardiola on bench they have one of the safest pair of fans and so that Paul in Gigi Donnarumma or fighting for the signing of the season Inti omo everything to win it. So Arsenal should be careful. You know, me wie no. Ade ba ko me observe ye ewo. Ma observe Premier League nim say. Say you dey enhwe signings akese na teams na ye o affront no. Hwe João Pedro. Hwe Jokeres. Hwe Hugo Ekitike. We dey just look at these three. Hwe baby omo team ne da. Elon Holland obi anim say o tene baby dada. But say Joe the importance of the number 9 added so much to team this season in the Premier League. So the league table neto so Obo say uyi Man City free man that is Erling Haaland but no wa ya in tina menkan even Brentford. So hwe ago Thiago number of goals awasha ya osama a league table ni bi. Obo say no so you look at the league table. Arsenal Jokeres goals awasha was 10 goals and a new signing the first season in the Premier League. We have or the Arsenal ba or the Oma ba be that first. My year Erling Haaland the film go to Aston Villa. Almost the old guys Morgan Rogers actually 8 and I offer Oli Watkins and so actually 8. But Morgan Rogers is a second or auxiliary striker into my inner film. But even Omocran, number 9 no the goals are watching and obeying the issues Oli Watkins. You go to Manchester United. Man United again, it is a new signing. and they lead the team no this season, and that is Brian Buemo. Onye number 9, but so rule our under these coaches are clearly he played behind or lead the line. Come to Liverpool, it is Hugo Ekitike. Chelsea, it is João Pedro. João Pedro had 10 goals last season in the Premier League, but this season we're chatting anymore to 11. And no how we improve in terms of his tally. Go to Brentford. You are talking about Ago Thiago and how the number 9 is so important to the course of this team. For Bournemouth, Semenyo Dia or and Edoma Babidua, Evan Nelson, Junior Krupi, and Omokofa and Ryan so by from Vasco da Gama no, on also changing everything out there. Inti, so what shall I do? The importance of strikers and strikers on almost signing on Samano. Ombunina atimia push your teams no to the level baby yedui wo obetimi aboache goals ni bebrebe no said you una ultimate betimi are part of the teams that will qualify for the champions.
Urban found see how na edwada matches ndoso na nsema ho course weekend no so edoso ye papa na fi me na me ho kakra bi mra me ko Dr. Dawood enko fan krato kakra mra me ba na me ko Dr. Franco Naro so ho na ya hwe don so de brayen na oko Central Regional Mrs. Juliet Dufie Otami PhD on the Central Regional Director of Education on the Ababontin schools and colleges sports activity bia sport activity bia no on the ban atoso or Central Region nti no the ho enso eno ntako ni hwa bibia fa sport na bia o Central Region bia no GS at the ban atoso for now na nsem na yetiti bi ni ehu bi ewo social media na ade no edu bi ani enyan papa enye kse enye kumasi angwa na ashanti nko aho na ekoso wa other regions mu no a hadwe papa nkwa yes ihu ba ku bi social media msa machi omo bo student bi sa omo later wa free mu no
wow
yeah boy yeah yes serious very serious yes very serious into Central omo take lead no many other regions do omo so ebeye. All right, Dr. Dawood nkrato kakra ye fa bana say eto so no
Enuanom ne adofo ye fra me Dr. Dawood me na me da Dawood Heba Hospital ano na enam me so enane Dawood ointment Dawood 360 capsules wodwa manso a ene obi adi hu adanse na du wei edutwem Dawood ointment o se fatwi na ebeko ofa Dawood 360 capsules o se sisi na ade ewom na drum yenu wei e adwuma bom obi a osisi ye o yapa de obeye ne se o de Dawood ointment no etwitwe osisi na anopa ene anwumre a nansa bia no na odi bia bo asawa obetimi de atua udware wi a fa Dawood ointment o de te ne fa sra ta bre kro na no na wonom Dawood 360 capsules no anopa ene anwumre na danse na ba amane o de enko na enko ti adanse ni bi
Dawood ointment edrowe me straighten and welding the toda me po adwuma na me honam nyina me hu bibi enye ba se minya sa Dawood ointment we na me twitwi a na anopa so minya Dawood 360 na me nomo a ese kware me ye adwuma kra se kane no te do we de edima se mama no be di so asema mama
ye electrician na ye adwuma ekofia ye ntimi na Dawood ointment so ye adwuma na obra okodru fia fa twitwi ade be che no na ho aye den Dawood ointment fa twi keke na ebeko
dura me yusu mama hode pa ma metimi gba adwuma bibi e kama e mama ye Dawood 360 capsules and a Dawood ointment o memre we no na do we no so twitwi wa aposo e be ma ya oni nyina afiri o ma de che o tibia be bodwuma Dawood ointment fatwi na ebeko
da bia amafo company de o ka musa ko spreader mi secret na nu ani ebudo na ani Dawood ointment ene papa mi sole no pa mi twitwi mi sisi achi mi babia he mi ntebre secret ni nie ti so person te sem ya we use Dawood ointment that is the secret of my taxi driving.
Me a transmission gearbox specialist. Ejuma mi ye. En kan na me pega ade a na me nsakura antimi pega. And I say me ma ade so na lock misisi. She say if you say me share Dawood 360 capsules and the Dawood ointment. Abo me bebre the drawing man so mente ya mente blebia obi am modern so betimi apɛ Dawood ointment and Dawood 360 capsules enya bi ato
Odofo se wate bi aduro ya me ka ho asɛm no ɛno ho adanse ɛna wɔnom adi no kɔ pharmacy ɛbɛn wo herbal shop ɛbɛn wo na kɔtɔ Dawood ointment Dawood 360 capsules na sɛ de nkrɔfo di ho adanse no wo so be di ho adanse wo pɛ sɛ wo frɛ ya ɛno na wo screen ase no 0244 88 64 37 na 020 168 1717 baby a yeton aduro wo man Ghana mu bia no o de wura house open Dawood ointment and Dawood 360 capsules.
Okay. Dawood herbal message out the abrayen and so I don't know. Don't think the mamra when na me also the brain.
Yeah, General, first of all, Gianluca a Christian in common egusua ekoso. Na mze mo ayedin kakra. Already UEFA open investigation on the case. Make a game at Benfica and Real Madrid koboye. Na Vini Junior ekoshe go na oko celebrate we udi yellow card ho. Yehun se Vini Junior dem rikatente eko referee no akoka kire ne se Abranti Argentina ni akwada onye mfe aduo no Gianluca Prestiani aka kire ne se oye mono in Spanish language no kire se oye adwe Mbappe de ne de beto some say game no mo holdi na for some 10 minutes nipa bebre titre ni ntini bebre akire omadwen say opanyi ba ko nso a dodo na bonachi Jose Mourinho basically on that incident na UEFA for opin omo investigation Real Madrid di omo dossier chese pictures videos no madanse any bibia koma UEFA person mo kire se ampa abrante no katana no asemo ka kire Vini Junior and say oyadre Benfica fonsu defende omakwara no dendenden e kire se wankasa chinedly no lip reader se be limited because abrante ni de nijesi no UEFA fonsu mo investigate they knew and say UEFA invite Cristiani in some ka kire Vini Junior no enye racial abuse nemum eye anti-gay and some de chire Vini Junior. The interesting thing is UEFA or more regulations, especially that Article 14 now. Say anti-gay slur no any racial comments no in similar sanctions. And from conversation UEFA is not playing with it. A lot of people feel that Vini Nikuna Okono. He says, Inya so bibri, enya the needed attention, and there are people who have suggested, say, be possible krana, tiso bit say Liam Rosinier, say, Obia footballer ankasa or no Bobby, enya fan, no babe yes, answer me, can you say football no crano, ye money Bobby. Once again, the report says, say, finding the guilty are potentially, or Ben may say 10 matches. Don't forget, some Madrid, train Benfica, or the return leg of a UEFA Champions League playoff no but in fact we crofo many dear cheney influential people people feel that UEFA as an institution a test time for them because the accusation has been say the football authorities omon share dan chere say anti-gay and I said sorry a racial abuse my ready so betu as here so for some people a lot feels that we a test case at the ma a UEFA how they will handle it any do mbeba bonten
but anti-gay na attract sanctions we are now but maka afa wodi as they know they but maka na racial
and no na one thing na make say almost those anti-gay and no cry so no any racial comment ni nyina no similar sanctions in terms any pani bi won say abrante na akoka say anti-gay nsem no akoka
those friend fagot also
yes fagot
na minimum no oye deben oye sad ni bia na
minimum so and general imagine say
make Vini Junior
Vini de so be anim so no
then my president can say fagot no whatever then say no racial comment no ya anti-gay no I no fan no dintra if say say no kind no
and na menya sure so say Vini aye bibi e kire say otan gay for
So say those anti-gay comments no ebi a ebetuma ka kire bra wo no ye gay ni bi ana wo ye obi a wo ye nyiyimu na wo mpe wo mo practice gay no so but whichever it is I don't see Vini anywhere that no Benfica for no person which say one can boni bia. The obvious question has always been say so can papa o katawa no I dey nti me feel say a test case yen hwese na bi say akona no utie de Ferdinand kan na o say onim say kan ne ken Manchester United ebe qualify for Champions League na se koba say boy ne dey say this Brazilian boy who plays for you, say Matias Cunha Shegua, because no Shegua osa ya no be akoye game so much no could be who the power of Manchester United. Let's see how things pan out. You know,
you know, got to a honor.
The panel got to no the panel to any gay some bene is here. Nasa no kosa no to the panel. How has that got to do with gay? Sabi bema o ye gay dear. Ne pato any day.
We do see honor or the yes are.
We know.
Then your banner you do out to me as are.
Just
so they do when you be out or wouldn't be
bit me there. Maybe you maybe say anti-gay.
Maybe so we expect to have maybe say democracy honor or to me the ore na. Let us say be bia on the or wait me there to the panel on the feeling.
Sasa na kan me no ya adwen.
Asemu mi busa o sisa na make an me adwen. Mi busa o so adwen kire fa.
Na me sasa na o kan ma adwen kire ni se me no ya adwen.
Okay, all right. O ye to so.
Ana mi ntimi no nya adwen. Me no ya adwen se.
Comment ase.
Ze o timi go je.
Ya na nsen akọ ware oba a wo miensa. A o ne ge ni sise ho kra na ne baba akotua no fo. Je den na akọ ko yegi.
Minye sure say abrante no pepipi na aka. Obo ye hwese ni bisi akọ. General, Liam Rosinia na esi e mo kan say omo hwe ani mu say season be ko na wie no. Em say Chelsea for the Champions League and kasa na ya ni ehia omo. Interestingly, Enzo Maresca o kan say omo so on D4 onwura top 4 nim. Or go beyond that, third, omo koje Club World Cup and the omo unity. And again, it come up say Enzo Liam Rosinia almost say on tries this season back on the no na owura top 4 nim. I think say top 4 nim no assistance now is going to be difficult. Chelsea surprisingly dropping points at home. Normally Kaun Hunisa or Bridge and so I think their last 3 games Oma dropping 4 points, drawing their last 2 home games. And the Eku fans no ne say Omo taking lead from winning position, no more surrender. Against Leeds, Chelsea took 2-0 lead. Yehu answer Leeds for na betiti. Over the weekend it was against Burnley. Chelsea are taking lead, around 76 minutes before the red card. Obianim say Jumedi na banewie. Yehu answer Atanakasa equalizer now Abba Ediatia Chelsea. Once again, Chelsea are dropping points, playing at home. Now Pages Mama
relegation.
Pages Mama Chelsea omo next games. We omo next 6 games. General, we a Chelsea fan obviously. Top 5 no. And top 4 na ye can obi hu say easy. The next game will call Emirates, London Derby against Arsenal. We are now call Birmingham Chrome or Aston, no ne Aston Villa. Edi akwesiso. Obianim say Aston Villa is in 3rd position and they are playing well. So it's also a difficult game. Then they come home and play Newcastle. No more Goodison. And I say Everton. Goodison. No more Goodison. Now new stadium against Everton. Then Manchester City and then Manchester United. And 2 Chelsea games in a way Nimuna General difficult. Obia kan hunu Chelsea for name so man peja ball no mu bo ni mu a anhwe mbebo Europa League. Because games in a year ahead no 12 games. Interestingly, he has Man United and Liverpool to contend with. A mamu situation no thing. I think say Arsenal be relieved kakra after sending Man City
etimiachi Newcastle 2-1. Then points na beka 2 against your bitterest rival at their own backyard. But I mean, Nimniesi or Tottenham, just Arsenal for Munyashi beam. Once upon a time, North London derby, and it is so difficult, you know. In the Arsenal fan fala. At a point in time, it was 1-1. Say, hey, Arsenal for send a name Bisiako, but they really fought. The Belichiese scoring 2, Jokare scoring 2, 4-1. Massive. And Omode Tottenham Hotspur akope baby atna. Sisi Oma say be 5 points gap numbiem. Don't forget City has an outstanding game. I beat me I BBA. And United and Susube Twa Everton. That is an outstanding game. Ewo deal or say Dickinson Stadium. Everton new ground so Hill Dickinson Stadium, and I think it's another tough game. Obian in first round, the Everton Bayern Old Trafford, 10 against 11. Everton won over Manchester United, and it was a United trained James Garner, and it to me it make it sure say United as somebody sure he basically dominated the game. He's in top form, but let's see. Our friend Michael Carrick has started very well, winning the 4 games on the trot and will draw against West Ham. Obebisa question will be Abibisa and say, win no ever back. And now say, sa new manager bounce no abana. I don't think say United has show signs or more decline. It's a difficult game, all right, but Everton traditionally any team of Manchester United. I think say it's a United win general.
Okay. Yemra na yakwa mono ne kakra kohwe eye de ukokoso ewo miambia hodo foreign stories no minimum twem Saudi world anhwe Ronaldo kakra yeah mo why mo say mo mpe boy na asem titi one day
oh said you there
clear boy ni ya de papa bia I don't know weekend was 2 goals a player fufuro bia oh said you and coming to obusi aka no only achieve nshada am fili boy no
yo ba say message go MLS America
1,000 goals we had day over
and no
963 goals
yeah so I cut
37 goals 37 goals
we had day over
what's in the goals no so ni nyina video
yes
including training grounds their own kind
no about goal ema you did atade a worth around $23,000 or so the arsenal Nigga has the monk carry move with you
what here man come at oja bo ne boko ten feel man come at
so atade sense see
Come on, live is about
and Cristiano.
I get $25,000. It is arsenal.
You know why are there apart from the scan the age in a consistent goal scoring why are there because 40, at least
41
yes at least can we expect to say the movement the positioning though I agree or certain quality around him but at least any players in the crowd much goals no me young so me jitu me say we striker ya na mature ball ni hye no enye wodin but Ronaldo I had look at his age. And aside Pro League, no, and yes, Liga F4. Other teams need be brain so quality pa.
Yeah.
And now we are be yero. And then I'm Henderson was a band 10. We are be yero. So for Ronaldo to be performing at that level, I had there. And you know, obi okotine fear so the phone na the crata about bunting on my cassette. If any other player be pressure be ban so. I'm a game club ban or be bar. Said you see expect to say or be bon team. But hey, this is Ronaldo or Jenny Hoodie. Na nejina or Jenny Hoodie no manen so wa or send through park ne so so or my ball ne kasama no. Eh baby and said you give it to CR at least for those 2 goals and now to me at the mouth.
Okay. And the comment after the game was also overwhelming. Unzena there was in Combo chess or pursue free Saudi or Entino stages are their own uncle training and I say on match no. He returned, scored 2 goals, we no catch him say this is Saudi Arabia, this is where I belong. Omo receive me any me busuya ye into crow mu de aha baby am mean free na metra I think it's something on my embracing so well na ujiatum so mo embracing na atade no mo kofa de beche no indeed I'm sure they would want to keep him probably World Cup or more here any say if you be play rule no more stage no general atade na any boy is
Oh, I got 25,000, 23,000 cities or
dollars.
After dollars.
Atade back.
Escafo de says Saturday was out.
Maybe Sergio Aguero be interview be na shirt na share no mo kan bo na say shirt $7,000. Who shirt na jinu.
So who sent Adibi says Escafo be very simple.
But yes.
Kubusa ne bona.
You know the slippers simple. What the Escafo ne slippers. Escafo ne
simple watches be bobo. Omo no man getting
$500,000.
T-shirts be cloud. Kubusa ne bo.
That's true. Escafo almost slippers no money can and no watch.
Yes. Okay. Yegi camera na fe mo comment ni ade no so no yen hwe na e pese ma comment bia wo de mo so de aba ho ampam cho me hia videos no more enti as much as possible the audios no some be brave a videos ama me anka mani beji pa na mo de afa 0593231 0593231 na yenti de mo so de bre yen. All right. Mamimra ha na minhwe de we so de good morning to you and your crew. If City wins the league, I'll say Guardiola has turned EPL into Farmers League. And I also don't believe Mbappe because Camavinga was closer to Vini and he really didn't hear anything. But Mbappe is claiming he heard him saying that Kamna body way free Awoshi, Accra and Abreye and Anopei. Presianis first claimed, he said, I'm Hermano, meaning brother, but he has now changed his story, admitting he used an anti-gay slur while covering his mouth. Honestly, UEFA, FIFA, and other enabling football institutions continue to do this little or nothing when it comes to tackling racism and discrimination. It's disappointing and unacceptable. Kwaku Samid way free Massachusetts, USA, and Abre and Anopei. Good morning, please. What are your thoughts on the impact? What's going on in Mexico? We have on the World Cup matches in Mexico. Okay, I'm saying a honor a but one to keep time. They cost Mexico. I'm for because a safe for in some baby at the right time. Maybe home and come up. If Arsenal beat City, if Arsenal beat Chelsea and Man City, I can say they will win the league, but it will never happen. Okay, Saviola Adams and the way are braying. So the interco and superzonal tournaments have become growing perennial trends in Ghana in as much as it's a dope platform to showcase one's budding talent. It's also a hotspot for all sort of nefarious activities. Stakeholders should step up and put some serious punitive measures in place to quash this canker. It's getting real, and that's worrisome. Okay, good morning, Sunny Saliu. Eddie also Pijade Abreye and no. Mami ko way so quickly and then feel the way Abasa and the Kem Haba. You should tell England and Croatia that Semenyo 2 is in top form. All right. Enti na yensu will be for na others no and so kakra and the catch no.
There is Semenyo Kuguru and Mark Guehi ne John Stones and the Karen Trippier money don't go.
As in 7 chances.
As in better me say. Omo players nyemi hunu na ball no mo ball ya fa Hurricane go ne to so. Fa Hurricane go ne to na de obi anhwe na obi anhu se me hunu na obi a. What dey say do you know how? We are first one.
First one real foot no the boy.
Left foot.
Left foot no the boko close. See you here from Brooklyn Chelsea. Yeah, e be show ni na.
And Charles match there was a game of 6. And no as do alawa. But no mutimi boy Europe no you born afrim say. Your keepers and I think say you highlight na wose ko be.
Em say the other time na wo kan sem bia na wo hear me wan no.
Say
esuno Ghana strikers no short no esuno Europe so there.
You top
save now asara here no. Ghana strike
Ghana,
short.
you know, I bet him the attack coming or top striker and the power, the drive. We bet him the two Hurricane.
Do you know how many GPL players in the Ebebo Hurricane?
This is it. So we know who feels that Europe almost was we be on the territory.
You can't see mobile.
Look at this shot from the coup Chelsea.
But you
Look
know,
at it.
the quality of the player and the power, and then the drive, and then the accuracy, and the technique of the ball, and the more players near different. No, send a shot to be a bit me. But the type of player, no, the ability, no, the hit the ball, no, grounds on the stage, and the platform, no, and then the Maya Castle way you see, you know, top save. Now say asari you say be Ghana ne one of our game about England na no chichewe. Eno ala wa you save be na no chichewe. Eno ala wa you save bo has Martin na no chichewe.
Wow.
But you know, oh ya want one go na mai.
All right. Ya pages you do baby yes. Akwa no bo so bo kamfo na fi wo jagum. Na dia kan na negatives nko. Okay. All right. Yenche nkofo nsem kakra ex Kumasi Santiko to midfielder Edmond Usu ansa enso de nsem kakra to dwade afa Ghana Premier League players omo yentie coach also the standard of the Ghana Premier League is not as at its best. The standard is low. It's difficult to see teams connect up to 10 passes. Wow.
10.
These current Ghana Premier League players don't even give respect to themselves. Unlike in our time, the current players all feel big and you can't advise them. Hey, pride is what gets these GPL players feeling they have arrived. Once a journalist starts complimenting them, they tend to believe they have arrived instead of believing hard work is what has got them there. Wow. 3 sports. Is it OBJ? Credits no eho and beko. Hey, when you be working be actually boys in the power.
That's it. Yes. He was one of the decent footballers, like life outside football. Cratch, because football or cratch back on Edmond.
Wow.
Until on you be obekasa keke. Wow. But 10 did Mono Obisa to do 10 passes
together or bunch of him, Ghana Premier League.
Obia near Butra or the baby even on 1.5 crop passing for.
Yeah.
On 1.5.
10.
Say about league now be about pass 1 2 away over away.
Oh, it means you are
league him. Na zero still yeah. Mama na go. 1 2 3 young kon.
Wow. The current players feel big, and if you can't, you can't advise them. Also, so the current players feel big, and you can't advise them. So the only players in here, Juma.
You know
the Oka. Yes.
The Oka.
Omu feel say omo drew arrive.
Media and
advice. Oka sa jano hiwa nimsa. We are not through on team.
Media and the ball moody and you know, so there's a campaign. Maybe I'm a catcher bright. Say coach be a ball match we are or player of last star. Say Holy Stars and so coach see him from Prince Trebois and so El Blaster. Now we busa say a national team under 20 under 23 then local blaster and a guana because it seems every player in the local league should play for the Blasters. I want to say here they are the measuring rod. Every player in the local league should play for the Blasters. You know, yeah, level of the Blasters, it looks as if the respect that we have for the Blasters. Him are above him. Because Obia, it's a coach, we win Blaster. But that is the apex of the national team. And the opponent in equality, Obia should have to be level. No. It's a drew. Now it's a new player, no crano. The whole back catching and audio quiet is him dada. Again, Saturday and I will say about former players getting closer to teams, no more advisory players. How many more? 8 months I was to go play some way. And as a mama,
I do the brand now. One of the kind of has a halftime or cocoa to go dressing room or there's a. How many of you said the whole calculation? Few crowd. Wow. General. And the Andy Pa, dear Sama, Fatau Dauda. Fatawu Issahaku has been scoring mind-blowing goals than these Kane goals. But why has Semenyo not been scoring against the Maguires and the Korean Trippiers? As Andy is claiming. It's football and anything can happen at any given time, space and point. So he should give us a break. Akosia Frane from Brekum Chelsea.
Oh, Brekuma. Fatawu Issahaku no England and Congo work everywhere. Bundesliga, FIFA Club World Cup, or a former top scorer in the 2018 World Cup. Sergio, or a 2018 World Cup, Harry Kane was the top scorer.
Also, Fatawu Issahaku just a good CBW.
Harry Kane only good enough to play in the Premier League or Championship. So, yes. No, nipa na o kasa. Yes, you beka adabraka achire no.
Team manager Brekum Chelsea.
Mejitum say in football, Harry Kane cry betumi na boni be a shot on target cry wenya. But my understanding of what Andy is saying is a kona dey enim no enye kon ketwa. Nti ese me ye ni brene prepare ye. Because so kobo etia England, okobo etia or they say Croatia. England ye can say no. General watch your major tournament, World Cup, Euros now. Group stages no mundia group. O maswa share a quarter final, semi final, baby. No maswa she ho. Enti se ye koshi o ma yenti ase. Nano nandi ka se na American. Ya yanko afcon. Ya ko bo di enti ne ya put up these international friendlies. Again say sa international friendlies no. Ye de ya ahoboabo na ye de akọ World Cup. Into against Austria, against Germany, against Mexico. It is expected say players na ye share ni musi de omo kobo World Cup no. Omo nyina beba na de omo akọ because ye koya ahoboabo. Ne duru honum ne say e friendlies into omo ma. Into emfa local boys bi nko yihim. Ne emfa omo nko a eventually say sa local boys no mo nko World Cup ni bia. Omo ko prepare akọhin. So let's know why we are playing those friendlies. Yes, in Crawford na to answer free. But yensu agiatum because already we are at a big disadvantage. Over Senegal, over Morocco, over African countries na World Cup now. One another ako African Cup of Nations, ako bot tournament. Ehun senior players fair. Obi say kudus we pra. Ne ho tournament yenim say obekọ World Cup. Enti nei so bi kwa akọhye kuduso yagitum Sali Sukrade and the Fanning can be no. I think he's ruled out of the World Cup. But let's give maximum respect to these friendlies because they are major preparation games for the tournament.
Okay. And check out come Mickey Baba Transina or the local stories no and so Guhama Titru GPL matches a course so weekend the our venues are hold on. Good morning, sir. This DFA are gradually bringing our league down. How can you choose talented kids over Ghana Premier League? And please tell Mr. Afrani to check the Championship League table. You will see where Leicester is. Safo Edway Ifri Santasian Petia and Abreye. Good morning, sir. Enjoying your show with my dad, Osofo Boachiansa, and Sami Abua of Vision 1 FM on our way to Accra. Nakopon Famo Enkodru Ken Boachi Ansa and Ediwi and so Abba. On any papa Boachi Ansa and Papa Osofo.
Sir,
I am sure.
We are direct opposite.
With my dad, Osofo Boachi Ansa.
Maybe I didn't know Osofo yet the tone keke.
The tone.
Ebia.
Are sorry, Sami. First, Boachi Ansa Papa didn't know Osofo.
Ne Papa between Osofo now.
Mind you, the whole can be an almost program. No more concrete. Boachi Ansa the whole can be a Papa.
Meaning I the free way and bottom work. So free am what.
Do so chese.
Better me chese say Boachi Ansa Papa Osofo dia. Nwanwa.
I didn't try. I don't say Osofo man baby.
Auntie o kan Hassan microphone ho. Sana o pese o chire. Dejo wa As a former.
Say the way when you man will hear me no. The toss on a person kind. The last part of the message in the kind. Now we are seriously involved. Me my editing on one side when them say, "Opa kind in America." Do I small?
But that's I mean, I don't know. Who will be
unnatural, yes.
5 minute drive to on the meeting.
That's I mean kind the last part. But then was say when you know. As a human names me who you
say him was
travel.
Him was say as a Upia man, the Akana too.
Yes, numbers all ye.
Say Yam Jumana we.
Minam said that I'm here to the final, you know. It's small kafa one. Oh, you can't hold me here. I know how feels there.
Come in, the Cambezo will be on any papeti.
Me, I'm going
to the Indian. Indian. Man, a year foot to a meeting is on their driver, the Omnica and Finis.
Say Anopa. Monday Anopa, but this time right in every.
What I got you?
Ah, but this time.
Over Kenya, I
don't hang over to look over 3 p.m. Oh, no,
well, just the Papa is off for the
Monica and Finis.
Of course, I was here in university with the uncle. The Papa is off for the
never pardon driving on one driver.
Bibreo, a sofa Bibrino. No money uncle Biafo. Okwa no ejechiri hono.
Sami abo minim so nim driving.
Sami nim driving.
Sami nim driving.
Sami nim driving.
Yeah.
Sami nim driving.
Monica and Finis.
Sami o pese o duru dome ho kama dia. Sami o te dome. O pese o duru dome ho kama dia.
Asofo ne fa no o tie si abonten a wo gi akra no. Na na chi go na chi efi.
Eno ni asebro.
Oho. Na ni abrin na mabonten gi akra no.
Na na chi pasa.
Na chi efi no.
O jo de no nkan yi.
Because oba wa bre no abeda.
Okay. Manu so paniti ndi munya yi.
But the edru kra de da wo ye ho hwenyi.
Na so de si so ne papa so de na ko aya de pa.
O da ngoro wana. O da ngoro wana pa.
O he kra bibi na si no ne kon.
Go ta ko no wana pa de anga papa de betero. Straight. It's okay.
Leader Kessben will be trying.
Come make it your turn. Brana Befa local stories no Ebre GPL matches na course no. Incidents P Bebre. Brother what tell us it was a certificate of a record. The young comrade make record.
But general I on Asama Edmonu is one sakan.
Can we kwa banzo?
Oh,
okay. SM track forensic basisi answer. Why? But cobra. Yeah. Forensic Ventures, my uncle Mohona and Fanka took a creba, BYT, Eddie Bigram.
Tiakese Africa Renstek Company, Aswaya, Yakofa, and no one was Zahara Herbal Mixture, Zahara G Herbal Capsules, Zahara Man Herbal Capsules, and a Hindi Herbal Mixture, and Yadiaba, a drama so. A what now born poho, say your genital what? And I say genital herpes. Nina ye Zahara mixture ana ni G capsules edokro ya ana obehia say drawing moja drompo because e contain hemoglobin ene iron ma oni paduane ye fe esa etima wo TBD pa the low sperm count ana ye obema ulcer ana how oba oni atenka oba opeso ofa ye funu so no wadro Zahara mixture any Zahara G herbal capsules adro no eno na be boa Hindi herbal mixture adro no eno so ye product a chese e boa to a 3D malaria asiye pa esa boa nipadua no ewo mojamroso ene asichire yare hu nyina wo ye obi a typhoid yare na hawa e be tu ase yakora e de amount ye adro Zahara man herbal capsules nso de ye boni din a na ese 2 minutes man fo nyina ye omo nsase just obi ani age e ma mema gina wo na so sonkokora na fe so asay sisi yare bia so afiri ho je busu wo man mo herbal store pharmacy any chemical shop bia
me baba ma wo 20 years onya osa almost 5 years me ma so no so be doctor me hu so etimi hu oti me so na me fa wo number me fira wo na so me nkoto Zahara minto ni nsiri na minto to pa ni nka ho so na me ba me koto da tia moja na nse wo timi wo start so wo nu wo adro no moja ni nyina jai me nsi ni nyina jai doctor nya mi fira wo nya mi nya o ka si no ho ato no kura
Karistic Herbal, Maseska to no hospital, I can see any moon get for and 1,000, 2,000 and as for. Now me cry me a young girl, 25, 26 years. Into me women, I'm a jai briar. I'm a catcher doctor and not sure me so. Ever poor me. Now I'm pan so. Enti ampa me koto too no. Zahara mixture and the capsules no 2. And I'm in the start here. Me no me say. So be an coming women. The last time me women last year September. And now this month me women just say and small flow, heavy flow. Ankasa obi ane as a hormonal imbalance o, cyst o, infection o, and so nyankopon and I'm carrying stick for so. And your mother Zahara mixture and the G capsules. Infection no, dear ben you be bia ko.
Na mi DPO mi ko check here na ye se wo furu doctor who number e wo TV so na me fire na me ko toji ti mi fire na me fura na o kira mi se de mi no no enti mi no ye no me hu se sinsa ba me wi die mu pa e da nyame ase enti o bi a wo DP bia no on bo modi ano nto bi na ye pa e do ye do papa sugar na na ha mi to ye no to me no to aso me to bo so na ba ko 5 enti mi to first one second one na mi sugar no na wo so kakra but me starting se me no nyame adoma ba fo trebetu ya ka se do ni de fine
me na tata buru be ye busumi nsi akora ahuna me twa de picture akora da o e na enye yare ba ko na wo mi mu me wo ye fun yade me wo pipi me wo afikire yade no na de sa yade we menya stroke kura ma ye bia ma ko hospital ma pa ha ma pa bibidura wo do e ka ye no ka kire me se me nkoto sahala me no mo hwe nti me to ba ko na me no me ye no a e san ye no me hu se me na na so te e na se be me sato e na me sato te se me na na hono ne de ni na ko e ma me juso no so bo sa ye yellow te san ka bi atwe kura me si me twa picture kura me ti da no sa me de de ahono ne kire wo na me de de me na ya atwe fo ne kire wo a wo sa ampa e na na atwe ti a ye.
Okay. Yeah, but that's about Betwaso de Amamo Kessben Television, Kessben 93.3, Kessben 92.9, Accra, DSTV 364, Go TV 121. All right. Mayemfa mo videos no kakra kwa mike kanuma esiani kakra na ya beji de aba kakra mayenhwe de amam for the tuja the course weekend di ya ne Ghana ha nyina no. Yemfa videos no kakra.
Ni metia one crew ni nyina. Sejo mpese o Premier League ni EPL no situation no the same and because near discuss what I say edumre bi na Arsenal League nim 7 points. City abekru so we need a standing match na ebeka 2 points. And at the same thing over Ghana hands wa me de matwimu I think almost 7 points. City abibi ni go star abekru so naka 3 points. First no mo kasa mo say Arsenal age. Saa nso na Ghana ha omo kasa na omo se me de ma age. Saa no mu gina. So omo ma percentage a Arsenal gina sen. E na me de ma nso e gina sen. Because this year no league no aye too open. Minim se omo ntimi nsi omo bon kasa Arsenal ba gi biem. Te se ne Ghana ha nso me de ma de nete no. E na Sergio Meko no nso no anopa metie Miki. Obey comparison of mistakes and referees no aye. Almost all the league centers no obi anya ne complain na me bisasa so say kosa be boy Premier League no I'm not to upon the way forward and because me EPL mean to say week in week out here be discuss the referees mistakes in quite me compare na discuss menim say ya dan week no be nya mistake bia ye wo mistake heavy one a we ignore enye ye and e be ba be discuss but normal mistakes there Sergio me gidi say enye discussion I was a week in week out here be discuss if say per se league no etumpon a madwen kire anything because week in ebe kwa we ni a discuss referees ni mistakes or me because e den referee do be mistakes na enkomla nyina Sergio ye ni nyina nso ye the blame ni referees ni because of omo ma bi omo di kan ye ntino sa na tem bia referees no e wo teams na adwunum say referee ni ba oba bi di atiame so ye de sa adwene ni hye trimu a tem bia na ma ye league no entumpon because coaches no teams na hye trim say referee ni ye mistake to abi kra na so why na so be di atiame and so and ebi kura na nya sanity so ati ase nti ne best three teams no mo so and susu embo referees referees mistake bi ase jo ba mo no kura na
make us free homa ase off anwa kwanta Obuasi road Vini Junior sensem na me pa cho me pese me de manu tumu bi anytime a Vini Junior the performance papa fair no be she go ya akono ebe ma ye bia no the world is fighting against racism. I don't know the reason why I say anything I don't know, but we should put in mind in the last 5 years Vini Junior has been the best player in this planet Earth. Acquire say ebia trophies been banti intimi chedanka bebre, but yes still he has won the Champions League. He has done massively for Real Madrid, and we should applaud him for that. And we should bear in mind that black is also a human being. Black is not an enemy. Madam Wasibebre.
Good morning, Sergio. Me maoni abegwa fo nyina achi. Me bo mabaso ni adwuma mo ye magana man ni asantima ba bia. Na na safo Accra Westland na make say. Sergio anopa die kata achi me kakra ntama me kasa na style. Asante kotoko na me pese bibisa say ye league matches na kan ye winning na Accra na still Sergio. Yen to me any league na because this weekend you go winning and I hear say the points no so na. Ma begwa fo hwe mai kotoko ye the SSC ye nyina na ye matches aka ye winning na Accra na still yen to me any league na say na afi FC Barcelona also over the weekend omo to me ye adwuma na kama omo afra kwada top me hwe dem say league na Barca ebetumi agye na kra no say do intercorner e koso no the regions ni nyina ebetumi ampanifo hwe no mo mbande because they say the intercorner say do Oma ya ama aburo so kura o betimi yakokun obi weekend we are say do say wo hwe video no yakokun obi ba kwa oma amete market ene ya ma nkoyi kura ye ntoshe obeti ya ne ba sports yakokun no say do e ba sa enye fine eno aka obi na ya na trade abaye stadiums ne ade na ye kwa na amanfo e de mre ahye mo nsem ye de omo pe no ntakwa no be kwa so de ya aban e ma na ninko na se soldier fo kura na ye de omo akọ stadium wo se de be ya nkwala no bi ye ne mabone asejo on beti ya ti on nya sa na ye hwe han dia de bia sa na be kwa so because say youth na ba sejo ene ma omdo mo akọ hye mu na nya yize o nti na ene ma bia ensem fata no mo ye minim so mo nim se nkwa na eminu when shouldn't I say, you unya biemu, in Timpanifore, now almost to near my Madamasi, Munia Menjuma.
Good morning, Kessben TV. Vinicius ne Benfica player no once and Pesamica. The TNS mean TSA say ye to move for the PISA abrofo a racist HIA. Emeno say, Paris Abontina, yes, Tuntum for yesterday, abrofon all the time. Ye do more color. Ediuma ten ye discriminating 8 year or so more color. Air time and your fetches ye can all sorts of and near my air time. Ediuma tem. Bronibian and one tuntum at in the so. But ya 911 say. Bibi kakra bisi pele wiase nyina eto mo ne obi ogum fabrofo erase.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Pegis. Mom post on videos no yebesa baso. Why? Ye di nkomo kakra bi na yebeba na ba beto aso de ama wansa na kwa Mickey. At the local stories no atwaso amamo Kessben television, Kessben 93.3, Kessben 92.9. DSTV FA program no alive ewo channel 364. Go TV and so FA ewo channel 121 and craning bottom na Kessben 92.9 say ye kodi nkomo kakra ye ne Mr. Hansen Adu ekodi enkomo kakra nansan nsise bi ebae na group bi ese ode amanfo beko akoshe World Cup no ebi ye fro mo Ramble Lotto omo any NLA no ekabom any Ghana Football Association and the Ministry of Sports and Recreation omo nyina ene trance se Oma Ramble Lotto yi amankofo kwan na omuso akọ America ne bi nemom gise lottery bi ebaso utie yi a na epikiwa ne ze yede wo kwa no eno na ma onia Mr. Hansen Adu ede ne ho ekoshem na doc yene ni nkomo kakra na yenhwe de kokosi yene de sei asabana kokosi
Mr. Hansen, good morning. Mijidisa ho ye pa.
encounter.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Du. Video to Nkapa, yeah.
Yeah, mpacha ho ye de. Nyame adom yen so ye ho ye pa. Yenim se ye be 3 months ago, me kai pa na ye capture wa ha say GFA, NLA and Rumble Lotto mo lanche eh ade no mo peso mo bonanza so mo de Ghana supporters be to me akwa kopi mo World Cup. But anopɛ nkra yi nya kyerɛ sɛ ɛm sɛ saa adwemmopɔ no a mobɔɔyɛ no ntawantawa kakra ba ho na yɛnim sɛ wo nso yɛ obi a at a point in time nyaa ne nteɛ sɛ woware no bi a wokɔ bi nti for our listeners a moyɛ a bit new ma yɛ background ne kakra na yɛnhwɛ de asɛm no nso akɔ akɔdu.
With the support of the Deputy Finance Minister, Omina be launch a program ni that kind of. It yes you say oh a very good initiative. Especially here in supporters union imuno behind the a very good initiative, you know. They are too low to need. Now you on my package of ticket out the call in and out. And then 3 matches, accommodation, some stipend. And you know, the who realm. Now, that day, lunch and all can't me. I don't know. Who have the highest opportunity is taking the lotto to win now. It's all tomorrow. It's the region that's no. And it's there each slot by 899 hash, you know, 20 cities. Naka so beto 20 ya 111 na be difficult so we it they say you to no big it you know a babo you know to 15,000 man but you to be to 15,000 man go so good they all won omo nyina win here na omo pe win here dey do here no e no mo frɛ omo e congratulate you omo e ba give you so ma the other family members will be congratulate you. Oh, we're more lucky. We're more car, more body, more motor, and jokes, you know. Now, I don't know of the link with my call, no more claim, or more friends a package, you know, by putting in some data. It's, you know, almost be the information over here is somebody a shame. Now, only shame we know. And Omoka say, package we is not transferable. Which means and some move before their own control they move. Which means transfer move crowd. Now, on the 18th of December, I'm afraid my wife and my boy and they say, go to you know, over close. I think I'm making here, almost say low patronage. I say, low patronage, okay. I don't know more yet, more like TV, so what is I think YouTube in the age. That's a more close down. More my TV, so I'm a comedy. And what I say, my friend individual phone, I'm more close. Okay, anyway, what happens to you when you package? That was the whole thing. One lady be in a fair with number here. I don't know, it's a bit about air.
You have a friend off air. Na ebia follow up.
Okay. It is a shame me no ka say. Yen san ka package no till now. Na in fact, if you say a total Ponzi scam, nobody ahead. Which I'm so surprised there and mostly no people who are not in government who are doing this. But let's say NLA, Youth Exposed, TFA. I mean, before Rambo, Ebekas organizing lottery, I believe there, NLA due diligence. As I said, they are credible to run a lottery. It is said we are demanding whatever package they say they are giving us from this institution, the NLA, Youth and Sports, GFA, and then the Rambo Lottery. They should let us hear from them now. Until Moncadia, we also advise ourselves.
Opanyi minim se sa event ya na sa ade aye ka ho asem omo launch no GFA headquarters.
Exactly.
I remember very well na GFA president was here. And then I think Minister for Youth and Sports was also there.
Yes.
And then there were other dignitaries. But Mami Misawi, oka say first of all, let's get this. And him for a frame oka chrem say Marini. Because there are several institutions and bodies involved in Koma ED.
Okay. In fact, there were video footage there. Almost every Sunday, almost showcase lottery live on TV. Almost that's our number ever. That is what we need. Then behind that, they will call you to congratulate you. Yeah.
Na omu kachira mu se oma close omu ntoa so biem no die nti na mo amare ni dada no die no mu gina so ka se mo amare ni dada no mo de no nso so still mare ni de ba dem maso.
In fact no mu gina so an so omu kire say low patronage which no enkofo ncha na mimi busa ma say yeah they cry 15 it do hold mo 19,000 8,000, 3,000. Don't try the na. Most of the victims were there. Figures are lottery no. So a year adia enye yenkwa na nipa 24 according to investigation no. Nipa 24 na winning lottery no. Na sa 24 no maybe say minimum. But fortunately, you submit petition to NLA, and Youth and Sports and then GFA and Rambo. And you could see a deal. And now almost we are from a catachoma on my back, Hodma, almost over Baby near Ecoso. I'll call also who will be another Nakata.
Okay, Mr. Musa, Sassem, Oka, say Ucha, 15,000 for one Casa, one Ucha, Sansuma, wife. And others
no me bad boy
and the oba boy okay
bad boy and
also back 20 cities you know back 15,000 and the money involved in the 15,000 Ghana cities
no money involved in 15,000
okay
yes
okay net is one ucha 30,000 oba boy and
30,000 yes
okay all right now there no ma catch them first kana mo di wura mu no ho o me prepare so mo dis kana be ma mo back kana.
In fact, who know the I'm the only person now, the petition query went to a lawyer. A lawyer not sure of a letter or responded here. There was such a committee, Honorable Kofi Adams. Now, the MI say, they are some neighbor out to say, committee now was said, the lawyer makes say, no officer who says, when is the time like, and maybe no motivation or more findings, no report number. Obiye me mano feedback no na yesu eti hanom na May June adu na match no ma boy wi na the main reason here yes payment that's a defeat atwam
na me bisa se pe lotu na mu kotwae no
yeah
omo na beje visa e de amamo ana se mu je visa na ehun adwuma take it ni de omo de betum botom eni bibi omo ya na say as part of the package eyomo ene beje visa no
okay but the package who we near all inclusive which is the visa will be acquired by the state by this institution and I mean these institutions are owned by the state into the institution we and coming together and omo abeshe passport no omashe aju visa na ma na be ma ticket out be call or be fly in and out also na be ma spending money na be ma how do you call it accommodation and 3 matches ticket Then after that, any other OS or so trainer matches you have to take care of the court.
And they say me team ya more consult a lawyer. And a lawyer no any honorable minister for sports and recreation. I think it a papa ne say obeti committee. But committee no also what committee is a committee in hwehwem. But committee no ye nim timelines. Ebrebe no ye adwuma edin findings aba abonten. And here Kroma committee na chese bia committee ni findings in Mrakwa ni akọ World Cup na ba sana o
Exactly. And that is the strategy our ministry is normal here.
Say no, what will be my next step?
In fact, the next step, what we are going to do is show my name. Until come from now to somewhere we'll go to the American embassy. So every person you are presenting will be any funding in a fraud person. In a sense, you'll be glory and no more asthmatic and only the panel ever representing.
Okasa Omuna. Is it the GFA? Is it the Ministry of Youth and Sports? Is it the NLN? And answer Ramble Luton.
In fact, as we speak, there are a lot of institutions that are buying our tiny almost heading for Echo. Kempon is one, just about 3 or 4 days ago. Honorable Dafia Makpo Echo unveiled package, 15,000 USD and 11,000 USD on television. Uchiya na the amount of packages they are making na Odiako. So then I asked myself, supporters union in Ghana definitely don't abuse the call. The kono say me amemete America say ambitious tax for my muno. And you be seeking be the show me ticket. And they be the area Momriako. Na semeno man train on that stage na semeno krana my imagine say me the mistika too low to nibi. That we really near the Miracle. That's a miracle. Me really deny me. I mean, come on.
Which say the young fan say bia about institutions. Omu di nipa bebre beko na ebi amomo 24 na ja say the abaya 70. Young fan mun ka omu aban no de omu kono a and dem ni problem.
And then I said the we need a package omu de yanko. I don't need demand the thing. I don't need demand the yeah.
Kem fam fra ba de aban mu fo no na any loto fo no mo afa musika and dem mo nhwe de mu hia ne say
in fact yeah the package from this 4 institutions Mabodin, National Lotteries, Youth and Sports, DFA, Rambo Lottery. Now the reason why Youth and Sports and DFA Crown because Deputy Finance Minister Honorable Ampemiako was in presence. Now, what are you telling the public? You are telling us, I didn't hear to my education. Legit, genuine. So we should go ahead and put our money in it. What did I say? Yeah. Unless then the ministers or the people that came there, are telling me they were lured also to come in there. And I don't think at that caliber, they will stoop that low for that to happen to them.
Okay.
National Rambo Lotteries. Can anybody at all get up and say or running lottery? You'll be verified and see we are credible before they will allow you. Does it mean the National Lottery? I mean, did not do their due diligence before they also came up on air and said, "What I say, lottery, even tomorrow." There was one gentleman by name in the big okay. Who is the MC? I don't know his name, but I know his brand as in the big okay.
I see. Enti da wo kan dia misadu akoy say enya musika keke se bane say omo antimi amfa mo anko na ebo mo mbere fund mo amoko ye nyina musika ko ro mbe di nyina be ma mo baka mo baji atuma na say mo be ye mo mo ntiase
Mr. Busau open Utaloto na wini a problem ba na ye flow na ye kasa sambe ju sa usika na Ebe yode. When the Mr. Buzao.
Obani wa busabi o.
Mr. Buza.
Busano. Ndi nya musika keke.
Ewe chaloto.
Ade krona omo se mu
Ye mu say hon kra sisi ase.
Ese omo de sa de krona mamu.
Ye mu say hon sisi ase. Won kra so omo dis ke twa ye bebre so omo to omo wi ne kra no. Omo su sika no we.
Yes. Okay.
Omo twa bi na omo de omo wi ni no. Ni na mo se sika ni na de ko. Oh. And we are expecting the president to come out on this matter because there was footage via Michelle on one or elected Ampemnyako, Honorable Ampemnyako, to come on board.
So do president right now? Can Ghana president answer GFA president?
Yes, Ghana president.
Oh, okay.
The Deputy Finance Minister cannot move and come on board to join this thing with his own capacity. Oh.
Okay.
Panyam say yebedo ase badam na me bisa wo say ntisese no committee no a omaye no mo nhyeda nyintum muhunu say delaying tactics bi no moye ntimprempren den na moye
Sisi ana de ma amasen hu kwan a omde ya faso na secondly won mo twalo to Ghana no so no omo hwe omo huye isan say even NL na kasa na omo no ye institution a omo ensure say lottery companies are credible no cry no there is a question mark on them because if they can sit on set and speak out. There was this director who is a Muslim, I've forgotten his name. Now Otimi Kasafa Rambo event we wanna say then we are not safe in this country.
Wow.
All right.
Mr.
Dubesia. Na mpacho ebe frawaje number na ya follow up kakra. Na ya
but NLA if I say Rambo PRO no it's also why not they say ne omde fast mo I know omde into no the na man the BBI are not ready to speak on this particular matter. Now Gambia do Ukraine the almost some the fast akwa we so yeah the so here no that na we aso there
eno ne say
I don't say yes, I can't say you be no can say would you see can say offer sikamawa. What the channel?
So when institutions into by institution today.
Ayo, institution is kind of you being done and you being a face kind of so. That began at 2 almost footballers also ways and means. Ways and means no here.
Chess Mode Nipa and Cranbecco court.
I know they are not so down.
And the okay near there.
And they make kind of their time to do in a better way.
Ah, today can see ya. Then I'm
next and America catch us say one. American embassy will petition them. This issue we will never leave it as it is. And let it operate and say na me confirm ka o many more. Be ko construct ko put in the 30,000 abatu.
Unim sa de wo yesu akwan bi so anhwe ya na wa ma na affect Ghana for bibria omunso ebesi o movies ahun ko.
No ye no unim do ya affect me yire. Unim num gwa so mo dey bra me yire member. Not to talk of the others, we don't believe in what they are going through. Unim so bi ku abeti wa kira bi aka say it was 30,000 so to na me pe wo say akora ma na ada ko tulu to me abaya geri.
But that's how affected other Ghanaians. Because immediately you petition US, it means that they will subject Ghanaian applications into serious scrutiny.
So boss, what prevents them from these 8 people also for them to give us a package? The tax they are going to use for those Ghanaians, is it not the same thing we also demanded?
All right.
Because the government, the NLA, the government, the ministry, the GFA, all implications,
Yeah.
Into the committee, almost certain. Okay.
Rambo, no. I don't know. I'm told that it's owned by Kofi Atamel. That is Atamel's son, the only son of the former president. May he so rest in peace.
Rambo, yeah.
That is what I'm told by the PRO.
Wow. Mr. said you better sipa and every
You know,
be about
Mr. Tamasipa,
wouldn't teach you mama why.
Pacho, you made a matter.
Said that sipa. Mr. Nedu, I say or the 30,000 cities, 300 million in a Kurasa raffle no more. So we winning now on in Neba, right?
Neba in the year.
Neba in the year in a Konon. All right. In China and also I don't know. Now we already could be out the Beko. Then the Sika Keke and now all pay. Now could tell you to know we near no Sika and my back. But some is serious.
It's serious.
Look at the money involved.
You know,
this guy
you know, pages more the tools.
Yeah.
It's published on GFA website. So if they can read the article up, it's something extremely official.
We and Ponzi scheme view, and I say, somehow we be number mafia and conform domestic Ganibia. Where government involved.
Government. No, NLA, they said
the Deputy Minister of Finance account.
NLA boss, one call, the deputy no call.
There's some
no more can say you should stake. The more you stake, the more chances a bear can say, Chief President Kasai. Ubia Kasao.
Mombasa Simbia Bisia. FA, the government. Whoever, how many ramble for them daily? Now, I'm more much winning in a binding for me in uncle. Any safe.
Now, made them into ramble.
Any safe.
Into a mass and say,
the man, the person, I be affecting the puppy.
Affecting the puppy.
What I say? Yeah, be affecting the puppy. Especially, or more genuinely, on better within Kofa corner. We are seeing the BC Romuno. So, about Campone, other people's who didn't cry. Yeah. To me, so. I won't know.
Catch him say look to the Ucha. Obi bet
sorry bye.
Maybe yes our story no.
Jeff for ne
no mo gra me catch you say we no gra wo ye na say go be tues kama.
I no credit.
Kessben.
I no credit.
Yeah. Okay. Why the free me
Rumble no. Aye. Me and be board Jeff president bo bia dey.
Bo code ni hwan ni na. Short code na so ni na we the free wa.
Eh ni free.
I am so won ko tues kama esta no.
Aye. No credit. Okay.
Oni na go fa buy won tiase.
Me ji tu.
We ni free ma omo.
Aye.
Okay.
And I say who aba asem.
Do ka ho bi. Okay. Because all you know, I'm saying the abodi na be mo. No, I want it.
Share. No. Say tell me share that so court no do mbe ko say no court ni ka ba.
Yeah, we had you na husu. Una ka hu.
The abo mo, the find the agro.
But you know,
names all come on it.
On the most serious note, Papa did talk about America for that and the assembly baba pa.
My M5 videos look at credit. Let me say they account 1 or 2. That's if I look at
so we let to make sure say yeah genuinely I no be omudo mbeba bi omu ye fake. At least be at Ghana buy we anyway do mbeba fi ha no nyina ye fake.
All right, you enjoy videos look at credit na fi meto aso.
Good morning, Kessben TV. Vinicius ne Benfica player no ho ase na pese me kakakra. The TNS mean TSA say ye to for the PIA say abrofo a racist etia ye no ka say Paris abontina yes edit tuntum for yesre abrofo all the time ye do mo color edi o matem ye discriminate etia o so mo color no time enye feche say ka all sorts of enema time edi o matem Broni bien na no ana tuntum atente so ogun so but ya na mo wa say bibi kakra bi si pele wiase nyina eto wo ne obi ogun fa brofo racist o me de ben but ya tuntum fonsie say racist say the Pep Guardiola kan no eto me bi anya ba bia o kala nkwa le determine where you what dream prampo ene your friends nyama be really between the determine that word racist no nti asempa ali enya abotre but Cameroon for the sa no musumaiti Mbappe asem no Kamavinga anti ono ni tina fa no tie sana Cameroon for subaiti Cameroon for eni omo ha no sa no wo behave konkonsa nanti na nkofo nanti twitwa onya ade a obeti mi dey backbiting or obeti ma kuta obi echi no de agidi sana Cameroon for edit o krom hanom so enti me no nya me surprise Mbappe de akota edene no edi wanti hwe bete sana Cameroon for naturally sanom so baetie bidamase.
Sir Joe, good morning. Diandi na ne du kase fro opoase. Sir Joe, me say na your questions time, but person be say awa say opoase first team ben about first premier division 1. But you bet me who come ana 2. We be say Frank Achi say it says oye esco mema ntino. But you da ben Ghana League no. Aye ba ebe Ghana League mu. But you kwan be so bet me aye na bim. And the person pisa, but I see.
Sajo, Chiao, no a big friend. Yeah, a friend could finish me, Casafitama. Sajo, okay, say, Kotoko players here. Omu Koko Bobo, Omufi, Kotoko Street to team here, well, a Yima, Kotoko Lefty Koboy, Amu Kobo Champions League, yeah, Okobo, Oko Old Trafford Koboy. Performance. The thing is, pitches in one. We don't see best of our guys. This season it's a legino. Umunya real legina. A pint two senses so. First, but no money cancer before a legina because the real legina and I the real legina no master here pitches in one way. Ominsa pitch in the yard. You say born with the 12 work and qua. Not sure, son. Even blaster babble boy has son ebo. Pack by no mamma's or pack one muscle. Pomocho and ye plays Andy sometimes, you know. But can't seem nice, say. Share a boy your war, a friend saying, nations defending. Come a blast from my friend or Kobo Magic. Because being himself a foreign player. He played well. Please.
Good morning, Sergio. Sergio, I'm an artist in case of it. My father make a review for Ronaldo. My father Ronaldo no go smash our sudden. Sergio, me mom was son do because more the goals no lesson or share for self-interest. Oh, Miss Ronaldo in the sense of a local side to pull leginum or cobana and Nasan. I bet trophy ben, now I jam and in Nitimino. Only mind or she goes for nothing. The goes smash and I had a Obion and Coco. Now Coco not one with the chief friend, not one with the chief friend. Yes, still Pedonian Coco more. Them no Ronaldo I can't. Ronaldo Momo son or side one. The goes rushing in I for nothing, or shall for no on shelf from what Timino. Hello,
Sejo. Where the Michia one Wabajafo. Where the Wasanki Tobia me pese me bisa. Now Mobwami and we are no mammy. Massam Tiawane say Ghana, your boy be Genoa, the EPN and sorry, La Liga, which is Spain. Bueno, as a Calip a Cuban. My friend Boro, my hesse, and I said, Minim said, Brasso Zanka, blaster friend, because as a who's in the modern bono. And I saw on a blaster management team no program, and I say, program you by Biana, Mama, you na, you who the
All right. And yeah, the best here, na fe kwa Mickey a room tentem. Now, right now, person can see me before say.
Oh, na it's
now
it's about Edmunds one's awesome.
Oh, okay.
Unse wunya privilege obo Feyenoord Academy under Samadi. Unya kwenya to kwa Russia. Oko Udini say ewo Italy. Enya kwenya ko ye training wo. Eko Dynamo Kiev, eko Norway. Sa akwanto we nyina no ode hwe Jordan Opokumo. Omunya akonya ko Feyenoord Rotterdam ne Robin van Persie, the likes of Solomon Kalumo. Eko ye training ni ade. Ene na Andy Kase yanda 20 ni under 70 juvenile teams in a way. A ball down to grassroots no. Players ni CCA compared to omo time no. Difference bebre wom. Sata na course league effective. Na uhu se clearly ye build it on mine ball from the scratch. This time around, when was the last time under 20 World Cup? 2015 New Zealand. Under 17, 2017. If you about World Cup crown, ye juvenile side in team in say FNA de buy. Wa na omo tukwan. Oma kobo ball Serbia. Ye hu say team ni biem. Kame as me fan say agency tournament na ye kobo. Ye ko wi a sa players ni nyina under 15 ho ye hu obi abiem. Development it is a transition be na ye. Enti ye ko ye ti biem di asa na de bia be kan. Omo ball no from 90s, 80s, any early 2000s ne de. Omo ba be hu ye brezu a omo bre no so na 84 no so kan. So time but o dey compare na dia generation we dia asay kra nti ye ni se anya man sa dia ese mpanyfo esa atena se na ye hwe na ye build from user kg de tournaments about U17 be we are transition no e wana me me problem se se call under 20 ni under 17 na emuduro se ne bo Ghana Premier League but ya wo you under 24 bebre wo league nim ba wo hu bi under 17 hu ba bi e kwakọ form afrifri aba ye be wie ye nza hu omo ba bia bi and no hardwene what Starless 95 from 91 93 95 97 and ya na 20 who say transition be say 70% omo ko under 17 1997 no Egypt ni ayi omo ewuram 99 under 20 ni under 1799 no omo ewuram under 20 Argentina 2001 na transition ni ya dwuma na ye hu bi ye fra wi a ni ya gutim no ni ya hihya foforo ana 20 no na new faces sa na ye enti Edmond oh ka obebre yeah obebre
alright be koba division 1 matches across weekend the bright would one over tum kakra ma me na fe GPL no say records we PP free mobile ni na no be ho adwuma kakra de aman but this mako Dr. Amuzu and so aswe kwame baya now the local stories no go amamanfo
mema etiefo nyina akwa ababa Amuzu Herbal Clinic na ye de dobia ba efe no Amuzu Garlic Bitters eyeduru a emamoje die fusane ewo nipadua no mu eyeduru ebua ma obia ne pressure ewo soro eba fom pa obi so a otie mi a wadro srade abro so obehia Amuzu Garlic Bitters. Amuzu Garlic Bitters prevent numbness so obi se mensa anasa minan 83 nedro eye Amuzu Garlic Bitters. Amuzu Garlic Bitters controls urine flow. Die odun so bebre anaso so basa no onye Amuzu Garlic no mu a emeso tikura. Amuzu Garlic Bitters prevent sciatic pains. Obi say doctor me to ase twetwe me wonya Amuzu Garlic no mu atu edi. Amuzu Garlic Bitters is good for stroke patient. Obi anya stroke, obu a stroke na born in kaye Unya Amuzu Garlic no atu edi. Sa medre na sofu bi onya stroke for years. What thought wa minu panom ai na wetimi asore ananti waka. Amuzu Garlic Bitters boost the immune system and fight infections. Say utie me na say uyo chirembe wu yare biya ba bekra wa. Kopa Amuzu Garlic no mu en ne mo ho ye dene. Na kutie nyarewa. Amuzu Garlic Bitters prevent body weakness. Obu ha ahomre woni so. Amuzu Garlic Bitters dilate the arteries ebiabia intinimu mamoja ediefusani yie pa. Amuzu Garlic Bitters support the pancreas. Amuzu Garlic no pancreas ho ya de ne modidi a ekotwetwe sugar na glucose na mu no me so te mass sugar eba normal. Amuzu Garlic Bitters improves vision. Obu oho a ne pressure was with man de hunu wo form. Onya Amuzu Garlic no mo ebuaw ma friends we ni na ai wisi no we hu ade yie pa. Amuzu Garlic Bitters prevent palpitation. Nipa bia home ban sese home no e wosu bebre sa kope Amuzu Garlic nenom. Amuzu Garlic Bitters prevent insomnia. Obu ha obre pansa wada ye fradi basic any sulfur e ye rich Amuzu Garlic mu ye ko gu mu a na my body ne home na home bo se nche na wada iti die na ho edi ma no kope Amuzu Garlic Bitters nenom. Amuzu Garlic Bitters enrich in allicin and selenium, which helps improve blood circulation on the male sex organ. Inti bema osi oda humachi antini bema nkano. Kopa Amuzu Garlic no mwe. Nemo moja ni die fusane enko bema no hunadechia watini nka.
Amuzu Garlic Bitters is rich in agioni. Ena musa agioni ninti. Ebo ema awodi akwa no ho ban. Ema sebuo, ema kosu atuo nyina no. Emani nyina kosu kama. Iti oba obu ni se a embe yie. Ube hia Amuzu Garlic Bitters. Oba on person na wo eti konsu hia Amuzu Garlic Bitters. Uko drugstore, pharmacy, anase herbal shop biara. Ubenye bi ato. Upe drone se mi se bi nso a. No afra mi nama eye 0247 776743. 0247 77 67 43. Amuzu Herbal Clinic, Mauji Hiochalo.
Okay, yeah, Mamuni na kwa babium de aba midfield action Kessben television. Kwa mi afi na dru so. Say ode fisam no gu ho maye.
What general mamisha semfi division 1 games awodwa weekend ye course ye week 20 matches across zone 1A Tamale City it's a Northern City 1-0 out to you Etenefie wa power by 3 goals to 1 TP exponential and some Etenefie ene yes Sankara National and Sukwenti Penko 1-1 Bolga All Stars etimisha yape FC ekabako awomu entimi antin uko zone 1B nso Doma Unity etimisha DBB United ekabako womentimi antin Legon Cities etenefiem emma aya Liberty Youth ekoshomo kanai womutimu emiensa Brekum aya Arsenals edinkunim ewo aya VC Warriors so ekamienu momutimu ebako ena KAC Academy enso etimi edinkunim ewo Mighty Royals so ekamienu mutimu ebako any resource etimi piemu ewo zone 1B yeko zone 2 nso Elmina Sharks etimi she Ebony akabako mentimi ante Rose Park etenefie any Future Stars equity penkon Sky etimi dinkunim enso ewo second D 11 wise so by 4 goals to 0 sanso ena eye Kim Face etenefie etimi she Soccer Intellectuals akabako womentimi ante FC Ash Gold etenefie ese Police National ekabako womentimi ante ena UCC Youngsters etimi she Sewi All Stars ekabako Park Academy edinkunim enso our draft so by 2 goals to 1 and also a resource piemu our zone 2 zone 3 games in here Interlies 2 womu dinkunim 2-1 and so womane a Haklan FC and a boy Great Ambition and so telefien na God equity penko 1-1 Nanya any True Democracy 1-1 Golden Kicks and ne a wafa and so Bogoles drum and Golden Warriors etenefiem ema Kofodia Sempefe ekosho mu 2-1 Great Olympics tenefiem ema Tram Divisa kosho mu kansia ema mu timba ko sa game way enye easy Great Olympics for a crumb for free stadium on Crano and ye din the momu ye papa Home Stars and so and the Post City Kweti Penko 1-1 no Co United and so Edin Kunim Ewo Accra Lions so by 3 goals to 2 way a Division 1 matches Saudwa weekending and also etimi eba so say there emu aye tight ye papa ewo Division 1 teams ben and qualify ababesi akan enso ewo Premier League no mu say table ni se city zone 1A Tamale City and edikan 44 points out you tosumienu 39 and a War Power etosumiensa 33 points zone 1B DBB United 47 KAC Soccer Academy tosumienu 33 and a Doma Unity etoso ayamiensa 33 points oko zone 2 home and a FC Ash Gold edikan 40 points and a kuta Ash Gold amade at the top of the Division 1 yes Group 2 and that's zone 2 no Ebusha draft tosumienu 37 and Sansom and insua plan Fidelity is your pom Fidelity and some etoso miensa with 35 points and all oko the last group and I said the last zone 3 Post City dikain 40 points Kofodia Sempefe mienu 36 Atram Divisa etoso miensa and so ekuta 34 points. We a Division 1 games awodo a etoja any table no say NAC akwakoye Premier League nso matches awodo etimi baso weekend on Saturday and a vision edim kwinim ewo bechem so wo mo she bechem by 3 goals to 2 we any resource PM vision wo mo dim kwinim ewo eye bechem so 3 goals to 2 sanso and a Sunday games ni nyina etimi toja has etenefie Brekum Chelsea goalless draw Heart of Lions etenefie Golden Cakes Gold Stars ekosho mu 2-1 Ediana tenefie ene hoho equity penko goalless draw Karela etimi dinquinim 11 wonders to 2-0 Samates ene mediama equity penko goalless draw Basake Holy Stars etimi se Swedro All Blacks 1-0 Young Apostles tenefie kodakokosho mu 2-0 Nations and so tenefie any dreams equity penko 1-1 enom game enom and so NDA league table after 23 matches Mediama di kind 45 points Gold Stars abetoso mienu 42 points between Mediama and Gold Stars 3 points and a double mo entem House of Oak etoso miensa 40 points Asante kodokotoso and 9 38 Ediana toso enum 38 Samates etoso insia 36 Karela etoso nso 34 Heart of Lions etoso nwotwe 30 points Vision 30 Bechem 29 Basake 29 Nations 28 Dreams 27 and Swedro All Blacks 27 Brekum Chelsea 27 Team some of the relegation zone ye Young Apostles 26 points Hohoi 24 11 Wonders and so 9 points Weekend decisions awodwa etodwa ema clubs no na omu complaining so mu GDSM officiating ankoye amfa momo Mediama Sporting Club womo appeal say penalty omunya penalty against Samates abra womu player no ye twa ne to hom na so referee no ignore ye Mediama ball omu boy against Samates no Mediama penalty appeal omu GDS omunya ye na hwe e Kessben television so we ye penalty Mediama GDSM womu enya ye na so referee no anje sa penalty no na e course hwe e Kessben television so Samates goalkeeper enso kotwa Mediama a player our corner line ho Mediama ejidi say a free kicker nanka was a referee no eje ede ema wo mo referee no ignore ye enom na hwe our Kessben television so free kick no a mo jidi say referee no also timi jidi ma mo a wanje okotwa ne to goalkeeper of Samates kotwa ne hwe no na o hwa Mediama players no wo mo complain has and so penalty appeal against Brekum Chelsea wo mo match wo mo boy no wo mo so nya penalty has GDA so many penalty against Brekum Chelsea and I show Kessben television so referee no anje and so we and didn't send bebre buy after the game no we has one so penalty appeal a course during the game no Gold Stars one so penalty against Heart of Lions bono ebo a player nensa womo enso penalty appeal abra a Gold Stars womo so ne has omane Heart of Lions enso ebo ye and na hwe e Kessben television so then so referee no ignore say yentoa so na eba mfimfin penalty box mo no bono ebo player nensa enso ho referee ne se derby wogia enyeye nti hono se ne sitie enso ewo match course abra Heart of Lions womo Gold Stars and Heart of Lions enso eboye enso ewo hom Heart of Lions ese Gold Stars ehye omo first goal no e offside na referee no ewo vi play on womo so complain ye papa say Heart of Lions form womo say baby any Gold Stars first goal no na e offside and a referee no ewo vi play on mom de ko share goal womo so complain enso ewo akensi no mu Young Apostles and Kotoko and the boy womo say omo appeal so many penalty against Kotoko na so referee gina ntem no wanje sa penalty no we Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Young Apostles womo akensi a ekoso womo so gide say womo enya penalty a referee no enso anje All Blacks complaining say Basake Holy Stars penalty no there be womo complaining about Basake womo so penalty a epiem no say there be enye penalty e was a kensi course between All Blacks and the Basake womo so game a and so e course we eye nsama wodo a appeal and I say make us decisions wodo a clubs no complaining over the weekend no no ena Oshe or Kessben television All Blacks complaints about Sankabo idea there be any penalty. We any decisions out there a toja at the Fagana your Premier League, and so on. Then to us after the game, and some of the coaches, and so at the two. That the kind coach Samuel Bodum Ekasai at the far a year game what one boy. What's the match of Moko Piemono? So metimi and 1 point at the free UG Stadium at the Elko Brekum.
But sometimes you know the players, sometimes their mindset is different. Whatever you told them, sometimes they get tired and agitating and all that stuff. So I think that if you keep working on it, I think it will be nice for us. This is how we're supposed to do, because 3 games without losing is good, but that's how we should go. Because during the first round we didn't do well, and the second round we have to beef up with 1 or 2 players. But the problem that we are having is when you bring the player up, the player travel outside, and it's also there's no consistency in my team. But I think we are working. Yeah, exactly. But sometimes you know the players. Sometimes.
Coach Samuel Bodu Ninsama wadi etuja abro kopiemu UG Sports Stadium ekobo draw and okaho ensamano enso Eric Oforientwi odaye papa we saves awudo bebre e game no mu after the game no was draw no okay e de mabekum Chelsea Eric Oforientwi
tough because playing against Accra Sofo a compact team it wasn't easy, but at least draw from away is better for us, so we go and work our next home game. Yeah, well, the game was very tough because playing.
Eric Oforientwi one also after the game and some of the 2 Jano coach Masud Didi Dramani coach Didi Ekasai what's the also work players what decision making and a problem sen come make decision right decisions in ketimi bomo and mahas etimi dinkunim coach Didi Dramani
improve on our decision making in those key, very, very key moments of the game. I think that we had every opportunity to have at least scored a goal, if not more, but to score a goal and then we don't control the outcomes. We can control how we have to do, how we have to set up, but the decisions we don't. I mean, it happens. Sometimes you score from set pieces. Sometimes you try. If the delivery does not come in the right way. That was a challenge. It is all about the decisions we make in very key moments of the game. I think that we need to really improve, but we still think that is the level. So we keep working. I think that we still need.
Didi Dramani sama wadi etu jano Benjamin Asare one also ebo no madi papa o game no after the game no and amasu Didi Dramani echirem se Benjamin Asare de oye saves and somebody more awosra enye wanwa because on Ghana Black Stars #1 goalkeeper was also number 1 goalkeeper the man Crasville was also a captain at the Mahas in tip oye saves bia enise eye wanwa Masud Didi Dramani
to say about him, he's the #1 of Ghana and also our captain and #1, and so it is his responsibility to deal with these situations. There's not much to say about him. He's the #1 of Ghana and also our captain and #1, and so it is his responsibility to deal with these situations. There's not much to say about him. He's the #1 of Ghana and also our captain
Coach
and #1.
Didi Dramani some of the 2 Jano after the game has vote supporters were complaining bitterly about officiating. But the moment you fast so at the referee Jacob Edutera at the free stadium abra womo police for guiding and the nebe share kemu Hyundai Sonata the same tinted glass and almost referee one court so has a vote supporters still omuko jina car no said there be referee ojile odi match na the modemono and so enye and nunti has vote supporters womo complain ye papa said referee onyade na the modemono and so I was after the game some of the supporters of Hasbrook Echo Magine say referee Jacob Edutera ni modemono na wo form pa
Ball me my ask for you mama ya say and training yes but say referee the best ni who say ball we dey me ma has because of him say the obey bia Ghana police be born by oni pass be born by so I say into obey bia owia papa ye dey make ofie referee bia no obo kwa yes ade we wo the gem ana say ediana ana if Chelsea for yeah, referee na mo e ba say clear penalty so o je me ni ese enya me referee wa say game na me
so I said so move it for say go you say go you so we need what they am go you that maybe say the man of the match man na get say come the man because match no boy who obi I say wa for no more dey man of the match referee na say come man of the match yes
because of say team na ejira na so na say about draw masa has been for me see munya team ni ye Andy ya the new Andy aba me who the reason why I say who ya Andy ya jiwudi say what I say and you say about team na ya tra referee bia ba na oba dey open referee bia ba na oba dey open masa
he say chama de esi chama scan or you the ball no yes can pana radio kwa say sorry for catch a KF say half yes moti also referee bia also many has match referee bia also many has match check time on always mention time out there to 4 minutes lion any baby any referee be 40 minutes baby any lion 40 minutes all of it too soon baby na test lion no have put the 4 minutes at too soon say lovely you fire say lovely you dey too much say you
what did I don't know the bad what the bad I know sound about the yet
no me my that's what you mama ya say and training
supporters in someone one more edit 2 jam after the game no kuma say Asante Kotoko kwa way etimi ko share 2-0 wenchi after the game no coach Prince Owusu was a pressure na wo musu ye papa so mutimi din kunim because of us game wa course no coach Prince Owusu.
This is my first win. Definitely make people recognize what I can do. Yeah, there was a pressure. The players themselves, they felt it. So we tried to talk to them to forget about the pressure and then concentrate on the information they want to play. And they listened to us, and it worked perfectly today for us. When we had our 2 goals, that's when it shows a lot. So we're okay with it. Yeah, you could see Seth is not a winger, but we brought him today as a winger to come and join the midfield and then try to soak pressure. We knew that the team we played, they always want to go through the middle. So we made them pack a little bit, so they couldn't penetrate. And when it goes to the flanks, we get our left back and the right back to come in and then take the passes away from them. No, the men that we have, when they listen and listen carefully, they definitely perform. That's what it is. It means a lot. This is my first win. Definitely.
Kumasi Asante Kotoko coach Prince Owusu was it GPL no se Kotoko so no more winning matches. Omo winning more matches ebe boa ma gap no from the top to Kotoko position no wo metimi akache up. Coach Prince Owusu.
Gap little by little, game after the game, but this is the first one that we said no. We don't have to lose this game. We have to win and then get prepared for the next game as well. If we get that one, it means we are getting closer to it. No, we don't, because House of Folk came with the system. We spoke to our boys the way we should tackle that system. We went out there, they were doing something different. Today they listened to us, they did what we asked them to do, and that's gotten us 2 goals. So yeah, some of these boys, when they go through hardship, they can bounce back very, very fast. And that's what Kamara did today out here. He bounced back very fast, and then he performed very, very well for us today. He saved us about 2 clean goals. He did all. Yeah, it's a close to the gap.
When someone a Kumasi Asante Kotoko head coach, what they atuja, Honorable Armstrong. Ono Kumasi Asante Kotoko supporters momo ewo bona hafono na Kotoko global supporters chairman solo ebomadi koshia womo ebo ho na Honorable Armstrong di tuja sensem chofo ni bi emo Kumasi no womo ka hu bi eno ma Kumasi Asante Kotoko entimi entumpon ni nyina fa nsema wodu Kumasi Asante Kotoko ensem chofo no eka de fatim no se krobi wo te se doma muntimi mba ho emakika nsemi amfa doma eduana stars team no Honorable Armstrong ninsema wodi
okansem no bi okansem no
pacho kan
because okansem potina journalist neka
Yenti
no Kotoko nkoso.
Yenti.
Okay.
Get us media for more Kumasano, the Ashanti region, no, Binum Wakotoko. Hey, now bet Makoto my crew. Sir, Okogu, Diana Hufi. Who dare you? Become ready. At that time I could be a Doma second. Yakwa me call radio so. Mekwe no mkache boy bi wo fitechima Samson hade techima de utim kika ne ope hade msiro na wanko kanse mi entia aduana na msi yo minimanu me yenti na mara me kura minim ye wo kan na minim na mum kotokode se metima policy no aduana asem de me pa menka be ma me warning na dano me kasa ya afi no mo eba o ma be nipa kura o kasa man kasa enti o mo se me toma de ne me policy no ba kuma se do musi ye kotoko no ase kotoko no ye ahogo team bi ne aba be pie mu kuma se mutimi jeje o mo kan se wo hwa na obi afamton tete fatu ha je ne be kan wonam se na muso mo frɛ na muso mo collect mo ka bie o mutimi gu kotoko ho fi kura mo kasa kosa de wo fie de e se o policy no wo de won pe kura no a ye ni ye na kotoko be pie techuma de asenka ye de nka ye ka ne kwansifo sabe be ye no ka bia ye betuma apega na ma obi aya kono ama bia ni aye de age ho ba ho ne de in fact edu ba bia utie be nsem a ya na asifim pa edu ba bia na aye se kiki binum kura se e kuma sifa ne be ye kotoko se etimi pusante se obusi handkerchief na den di wono tamai ma woni mre na de pa keto su mienu
When you say a global supporters chairman Okopiemu a Brunafo, some of the supporters no amode to nenim. Yeah, that's what league matches no Abdul Hanan a coach at the ma your wenchi young apostles. What's the Kumasi Sante Kodokonyo Mobo or me experience size? I'm more experience side into so no more bought no mistakes I would do bia or meet me a how ye papa and unti and ya dear results a piemono a ya dear a hard dream beer Abdul Hanan.
That's game. We started the match. Lack of concentration within 5 minutes, and they took the chance, and that ends it. When the second goal came, I told my technical men that it's going to be very difficult because even though we're normally able to come up, but when you are playing against an experienced team and you make such a mistakes, it's going to be very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. Even though we've created numerous chances that we could have even equalized, but we couldn't do it. So that is game. Yeah, they played. It's only that they played against experience and a good side. You don't expect Kotoko, one of the best clubs in Africa, if not in Ghana, one of the best clubs in Ghana and in Africa. So you don't expect them to come and will sit down and they will playing them around like a kids. No, it can't happen. But you can see that if you are someone who watch the game very well, you know that the boys have done well. Well, we've created numerous chances. You could see that.
Coach of a year Bobo Kwefeno, young apostles, what they had to the coach Ibrahim Tankwe head coach at the Mamidiama Sporting Club. Also, game of Kopiemu was summer against Summertest. It was a good game and Omoko boy.
Counter.
So it was a very good game. We have our chances in the first half and we couldn't score. And the second half was tough, but I think with points we are happy. It was okay.
It was okay.
Oh yeah.
You managed the 1 point.
Of course.
The title hopes is still on.
No, we always said we still have, I think, 11 games or what. So to go out to the end.
Thank you.
All the teams.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a very good game.
Coach Ibrahim Tanko, somebody to say game in the day, and that's a league in the day. Yeah, Barco Pim said league, you're Bobby near team winner of the GPL. Coach Christopher Enning, one also Ekasai. So a disappointing results, not expected results, I was I can see him.
But I think, like I always say, it's draw, win or lose. So we have nothing that to just go back and win. At least we were able to get a goal there. So I think it's quite a chance. They play with the league leaders, but that's not what I was expecting.
You still maintain your unbeaten run?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
That's fine. Thank you very much, coach. Disappointed with the results?
Yeah. But I think, like I always say, it's draw, win or lose. So we have nothing that to just go back and win. At least we're able to get a goal there. So I think it's quite a tough game.
Christopher Enem, a coach at the Emma Bobokwa, your friend of Summer Test, now called Doma, a Diana Sastin, Ho United, and so about draw. And after the game, and a Diana supporters, Omuko Ho, Tim Bassano, Koboma Basuye Papa, Seba, Wamuba, and Motimono, Wamu Yadia Pa, where Diana Star supporters, and Omubo Timino, Abaso Resource, Wamutimi Enya Yedemo. After the game, no, Coach Aristica Ekasai says Ghana Premier League, no, second round, no, and yet easy. With Diagra Ubeko relegation. Coach Aristica.
Before I was talking for everybody, second half the league in the Ghana is very, very hard. More like this game is coming. More team is coming here from dive, from stay in the defensive, from collect the points. About Hohoe need the points from no relegation. Us need the points from fighting from the first position, and the game is very, very hard. And the players sometimes need to understand this situation. Ghana second half is not the first half. Need more attention from the life, more concentration inside in the game, focus hard inside in the game. If you have one chance, you can give the score from one chance. About maybe no have 10 chance from possible give the score. It's a problem. It's a problem about you see a rotation from the attacking line, and we not have the more opportunity today from the score. But what can I do? Need continue from the next game. Please, before.
Jabira Bank PLC. Say Asampalo no brana bejibi. Now ko Jabira Bank now ko pass Asampalo ni bia. No collateral, no commitment fee, no hidden charges bia. Application letter and the beba. Instantly na ye the loan no at the amount. Jabira Bank PLC. Yes, also the Obatampa loan scheme no at the abam. When your Batampa loan scheme ni bia insisi ye maame mo ye nuanom maamo ye girlfriends mo ye yere no ma mo ye djuma shops awodom Obatampa loan scheme no and also kopebi na boaw na djuma bia wo ye bia no etimi pagya mu ede emaw Okodwabura Bank PLC savings account, current account, microfinance, susum Dachinti investment account. Ni bi ewo dwaben. Anything friend your number we so 0271 409340. Best Brain Publication Ghana. Best Brain Publications Ghana. Womane Ayakora Sports Consult Limited and Akambum. A woman bebwa Emma 2026 Ashanti Region Inter-Schools Superzona Arsenal etimi abekrabehe. Superzona Arsenal shasye 25th of February to 27th February and shasye of Babayara Sports Stadium. And nunti so Best Brain Publication Ghana. Wamo Adaroma and a wamo Ebwa. Best Brain ewo pankronom opesa ofrenya. Your number name 0507 200 200. Offer number way swam. Ye bejo so. And yet energy drink beer and a wasamonum. Energy drink beer no afei na wuntimi enda. And nunti because of caffeine yasese gumno. Wo pesa lost energy no wunya ne back. Abra wunya any side effect beer. Vim champagne energy drink and a wasamonum. Trillium Industry Limited. Wamaderom no made a Vim champagne energy drink no a day abedwaso. Instantly unomia na wo energy no or lost ne energy no asanso ababak e the amount Fanco Enterprise atom plumbing materials super plumbing materials Fanco and wasa woko Fanco sebra na plumbing materials eye papa no wonsa ebetima kebi eye affordable eye long lasting and eye quality Fanco sebram yesanso our China doors awodo wo dan na we see edu some pepper so here aya plumbing materials wo sanso here aya doors awodo no wo ba ya so yam ye ba boan ama wonsa ntimi akebi ye wo ayam edum oyerepa FM echiro pe ye ne Tony Sack Electronics edin hwanimu ye number ne 0551 01 1767 anope we dware na samina ben ena yusu di dware yem anunti ena mekamfo Lux soap no ediamount Lux the since 1925 ena Lux ewo ho a obia yusu di dware husu yusu Lux fe dware vitamin E wom ena vitamin C ewom ebeboa ma skin no etimi atoso ye ebeboa ma skin na aye dindinde no aye soft ediamount na sanso ama ho aye hwam anunti ena so yusu Lux tablet soap ni bi na wudi edware big J ewo Kumasi ne number 0244812364 ofre na dudu bi apebia no onsa betimi akabi Lux soap no yomu awodo enan Lux de eye papa ebema ho aye hwam ebema skin atoso ebema body no aye memremre e de amaw ebesanso ama ho aye hwehwehwam Rexona enso ho bomodi na isu Rexona ni bi ni titu obi a wotasoate ejuma bia wo ye bia no wotasoate na wose pampan na wo unipadua no enkoya because sweat no e produce bacteria some bacteria no and my body odor na chese ma ho pampan no enkoye enunti and also use Rexona we use Rexona 72 hours na eye ejuma wo motuem ho pampan no aye hwehwehwam enso ediama use Rexona na emboa wiye papa ma uhu enye hwam any supermarket bia bekobia no obenye bia tom opedudu etu a Daddy Store ewon crime Takrade Kumasi number is 0531 013881 dan in Cancer Beauty Glow ewa dum ye ben PZ asempa pharmacy wo kejetia Dubai ye was store number G1549 and it was kejetia ye ni gate number 8 no edi nhwenimu Makola Mall Makola Central Market obehu ye number is 054 3384958 Hebaso Company Limited at the Hebaso Criminal at the Abidjaso. Apply Hebaso Criminal be a penis in home. What apply Hebaso Criminal penis in one? A boy money or base one. A DJ a we pay your at the amount. Bema de also boy Juma, Obo Juma, what downfall and Hebaso cream. Menko Sorosoro Bano, no Bano qua, Wakachos a min bebium. Bomadi is Hebaso Criminal be no side effect. FDA agiatum any drugstore any chemical shop bia bekobiano obenye bia tokono wenye bia your number near 0244 750 510 general yemfa insia
okay ya di besia na fe Euro League matches no mo se na di kaka division 1 matches no enso kakra ewa ha na other topics and issues na ye dey ho nsem kakra gu ho no obi person ka ho asema pamcho and so to me e dey eba bright ye bo Taylor transfer na ye nhwe league matches no any division 1 matches no emun nsem kakra nsa na others no enso aba watching how to folk versus Brekum Chelsea at Legon Stadium over this dying pitch can't give we can't we give it to the horticulture students at University of Ghana as project work for marks while the stadium or pitch will look for the stadium or pitch to look attractive for football games in Ghana. Ghana when Nanaya Dansuman Daudi Abrayan and Yamana Acheguno. I'm listening to your live greetings to everyone, especially to my dear friend Nana Abeku Opoku Kesewa Felicity inside and Tonswabwa so Kumasi. All right, with over chair also. Or say menu sentence with the free from my so Kumasi and Abrayan. BYT.
The general legend, the living legend. Yes, I me legend, and I am person in retire. Me living as a what does you know now?
Still have a strong power. Would be by power?
General, Division 1 why day. Bibi kutu ebi wo especially zone year 2 no hwe other zones na positive say omo ye anya ne kakra because here positive asisi omo e wo 40 points Semper 5 no e wo 36 omo sa wo a game e chef regime against Atram DVC eno no yanka ho asem tie bia e ba no so no omo lead 1-0 e na game no yanto aso tie ba penese omo be kɔ e bia 33 43 and now say replay beba on benya the advantage enti Semper 5 for no ebe ya adwuma ni nyina de but positive for no wakokura ntumi wo no said o musi winning matches no so for ma consider 8 goals per after 20 matches no Positive conceded 8 goals. Team on also defensively or yeah their power zone home stars any team and the home stars almost yeah they conceded 11 goals but points build up no and enye 33 points aside so conceding no home stars one enya there some 33 points truly by 7 points enti no yadi be wuram kakra na yadi ato osa wuram zone 1 na A and B no baby a wire shepa Tamale team siminu Tamale City RTU and CCA RTU actually by 5 points Tamale City or 44 RTU or 39 omumienu na hwe race na den ya play off no ba ko betimi aba but read the heater bobo kwa ndi Tamale City di ma RTU na eno no eso emu e de power but the BB United because omo ya run away champions or 1B na se see a wo sha after 20 matches wo ho no nzo ombebo home and away sam yinu nti se see omo lead by 14 points. Power Soccer Academy formerly ne KAC Soccer Academy ewo 33 points. Fuseni Adams former Kodoko defender no born home modern wo KAC Soccer Academy
no man sana in KAC
na first na ba for Soccer Academy later and no so is omo ball Coronation Park omo free year nso atere ho no and Hamza Fuseni Adams yes Sunyai Fuseni Adams ne coach yes Fuseni Adams ne coach under the same and na me nya musem ye wo say ono an nsa na wo so ana say this time around and the before no stretch it Timeka say the aka 10 matches there but the BB United form na wa pick na oko lose game oko doma lose game just yesterday but still ano odaso lead by 14 points.
Okay.
Next one. Baby, what then? And na zone 2 no.
Zone 2.
Yes, Central Region, Western Ashanti. And who zone na? And now we have it that the next week now we have it that now. Do ask what it all. Offense nra. Na share first go. And na Foko take ano at the man Park Academy. And it was a late go. And now Ronaldo, Kojopoku Mahala player, no Mahala FC. Omona boa division 2 middle league Park show qualify no
Park Academy
yeah omona share Mahala Academy na qualify by division 1
the one go say
na when your points in ama do aso so akote ato enti say Ashanti Gold 04 every ni home game against Police Nationals from Kaswa enra wo Jamfi Park be kwai enti say points na be 40-37. The next league game wa ebe koso no and the best ama dynamics na change ana because we had the next league game na Ashanti Gold 04 ebe ko ba bi e ho so this particular season oma drop just a point pe ofie oma about one drawn game pe ofie oma se oma match si bi oma bo bia ofie say All Stars and say All Stars so qualify here 35 points 5 point difference or also 4 but points gap near 5 enti onu no be hosti Ashanti Gold 04 now fe so Kimfensa ya there or Fantaland. Wakosha Elimina Sharks. This particular season.
But the position no
me boss at Hoffman abaso pa coach. Me they build it. Me they build ya bedru Kimfensa away performance because ebusuan to us be hostu Kimfensa. When a Kimfensa timi akosha Sky FC, akosha Elimina Sharks. Oni do as babebo. Do as betimi a check. Say so far ope obi as say na run no away. Na no adone Park Academy board draw. Ewo edwoso nti Kimfensa aso away performance o ma pagya no ye pa but to say ebusuado abesa atena fi a drop point biem eno no asem na the last time omo board draw the last 2 matches 3 matches duals nya na ye when a duals so epeke ne form na otimi di ba be dos ebe dasoro e ma Ashanti Gold 04 at a point ani anim say omo qualify ne sana afi na abe dynamics na change and this time around 04 asabe dasoro with 3 points difference. The next league game no na be kire 04 for no tan kwa away nko hyehyɛ the last 3-4 matches were away unlike you started first round na omo ye no omo ntimi nhye home matches na no mo hye ba busu ado aso call kofa bibi obo be fa be om so home matches na nsen recent games wo fie no nso nkoyie nti eno so ye game a by next week no e bia na asa change om be da pa head to head no do aso better head to head om bo draw first round and om share 0-4-1-0 ti eno nso so ma je no sa ye bibi kakra
nti match days na be amanfo na Kessben television ye chere matches in live okay especially zone 2 no
yes
you chere in live nti no maybe a matches na be ba so na be one announcement wa ya say that nti eno so eno no division 1 zone 2 you chere in live Kessben live me say you live yeah
we say chere in live
oh my god okay oriental yemra I always a question I was na ro neba betuma ba yeah na me dey we know sir
oh so we dey so kind man comfort
yonko so Tony to me for say mama fiu da we bia me kasa
oh I'm kasa a genuine na
Oba Premier right
yeah general house of folk the bia ye kasa asem we say house of folk time ben house benya consistent victories house kwose otimi ko hohwe no akonya win efie draw the last 3 matches were about draw adia ba ko ebo house of folk ni say omu defensively na the best omu concede 7 goals emu clubs numpe na this particular season omu di ball ato as atenem second round no team na the ball ato as atenem kotoko na ahye ne ba ko goals as ni bo 2-2 ena Karela ehye ni 2-0 ena o hye Baseke Holy Stars 2-1 ena Mediama hye ni 1-0 eti sa 5 teams omu di ball so ato na atenem no 2 penalty ana mu miensa ena odi nkugo mu efie ne ya miensa pe eno ani goals as obo 2-2 ena kotokoko share 1 if you lose just a game but if your performance no o de toto abonten no as of folk minim die ntia say o say home o say away no abebo draw home and general the last time na make say anytime bia has ba be kotoko kumasi bia no obrese obese no
home so be no so no on san stadium who say has omo nche goals kra
omo nche goals attacking meba o hwa de bia minim o kwa away
ope omo nche goals kra o league no ma has 16 goals
omo to so uyi odi free to oba omo to so miensa
yeah
and we compare house of folk attacking machinery now they to others no ho a we busa say ade ban no so kan won e bi omo ntwe augmenting
goals has 16 goals
omo nche goals aside so omo concede no defensively omo na ya ade but attacking no shada nko yesa and minim nano did benya na right to Kumasi when na obo eye 2 pivots e won finfini but edienti na akwa ubo home game abrekum Chelsea win away da wa draw 4 pe na no ade kan wa 4 away draw game oni away win we Ghana league Chelsea obi a hye no fie na wa ba benya victory over Kotoko the last 11 games eno aka ho Chelsea share house da na wo city deep biem de bia aso fokukọ mid blocking mentiase say oba pack midfield na animu no on shada emmo wudi Hussein bo na de Martin Kakari da the other side abroad ku da animu wayo da animu a wo player asa na ho keka no na wo soro a he certain mawuli wayo and at a point no pulling out Frank Abroaduku e the stream na pia sara beba ma wayo akobo force 9 it wo aso foka minim se materials na wo ho no Prince Osu kwabna mo ba ya Aziz Adam supra ye ntenenka omummamu bi ma beto animu na akwa ete say as ni striker na
yenhwe statistics no na match no discussions e baba ye ho adwuma later on yenhwe stars na wo mu no after bia Kotoko win Kotoko so ekoko win ewo wanchi and that now can 17-year-old record being a 34-year-old record yenhwe stars no later na baba he matches no nyina
yeah general CCI Asante House of Folk for the last 17 years anytime bia House be ba benya kunimu Kumasi bia no and House be se Kotoko in a league game no House of Folk ntimi share the next match and ato aso a 2009 2008 2009 obeshe Kumasi and an home game was Ashanti go 2-1 and then as go the James Nano ne ko Accra na India mu nyina play that match House share wo 2-1 efri wo ba no House be Kumasi be nya a victory ontimi nche e won kran and 2009 2010 season House of Folk ene kotoko si akan ema House of Folk enya victory ene wo share Olympics 2-0 efi oban anytime bia House ne kotoko bebo se score line ne ba House ntimi nhye ba wonu ma de ba ko bi nso se kotoko ne House bo Kumase na se two teams no House of Folk sha omumienu league fisher eno so 17 years omo win da danya the next fisher ba ko be lusu na ba ko ahye mienu ni nyina be bo draw ana omu nyina be lusu ba ko sha ba ko nhye the last time we see here say has beaten us go 2-1 kotoko say Tema Youth 2-1 with Tema. Now it was a famous Wednesday midweek 11 February. Yes, as of February busumi mu de 2009 any break twatwa omumienu omabo fisher wo Kumase a has edi nkunimu a omumienu nyina nse omoma a share omoma a Ghana etina minim say denya say ye wo bibia de to so say two teams ne ba win omoma che say de omanima anka me meko said no and indeed enwa ba ko ahye House of Folk antimi anhye wa draw meaning say sa record no be kotu the next year ebe 18 years still so on be Kumase na House sha de da ho ne say kotoko ne House mi the next league game no omumienu nyina no omuntimi wini mu
Sergeants na kotoko breaking no
kotoko so ayebi 99 ya ba
after some lose you to have to focus
ya ba professional league 2-0 ya ba professional league sa has ba no the 1-0 score line unze ya ba professional has kra me share kotoko 2-0 wo Kumase da 2-0 score line kra has ntanya bi wo Kumase aye 2-1 1-0 2-1 send 1-0 wo Kumase a professional league has emeshem ko ma kotoko nche league da eyenra ena omu break is our record the woman say the last time I be see sir 1992 Erika Samoa be she wo Kumase ema the next league game kotoko timi to afie nyane ne ewie adwuma no 1992 what those days our players are
34
yes Anthony was Kojo Mensa Yawusu Frank Amankwa 2 and 3 Frank Amas bebo 2 Yawusu bebo ne 3 4 and 5 no Edward Opele Ajiman Opele Abwaje one eye Mayanga Frimpong Manson na Ntojan ejina ho Oli Rahman Maso Konedu 9 Onza squad we delayed Bright Obin from the other flanks no mudi wurem every war ebebesi ne enya de akotoko elusu 1-0 to House of Folk wakose the next league game
Otailusu
olusu ana obebo draw ontimi hye eno akotoko break is ade no eno aso Asante kotoko ye adwuma no under 16 minutes now match 2-0 I was there I witnessed the game wo hwe game na
no wanchi
yes so obi otie Kessben nya hu se ye tuja no aha e dey free wa ba
matches no do so time no so
eti general kotoko so enya sa record no eso after 34 year record and a crop ye Kumase Asante kotoko eso a break the agency no and you say kotoko aba equation him for the very first time kotoko ashe young apostles ewo wanchi last season ko board draw this season obi an share young apostles o wanchi
obi an share mo
there be wanchi nana Kwadwo Abrefan ketia the 7th park ono enya de a obi adebo obi a share omo 90 minutes of action
wow
the only defeat ewo fie eye doma eno mko boy when na club license board enye venu nuntum ye start league na media makoso omu 2-0 doma ba ewo kromo no the third time a team be show omo won senior since omo be professional league media ma last season House of Folk 2-1 there omo player be ye friend Prempe or strike ball be a Caesar kick be a be din ema onya goal of the week no sa game na ha says 2-1 e free wo ba no obi am che omo okrom ho ena eno akotoko asa akwakoye young apostles timi ko 2-0 down omo tete ka 2-2 this season be asi and this year no omo hope say omo be ko unbeaten e wo that ground so but anye Asante kotoko akotere they say kotoko ye team bia all the venues obaka last season kotoko 3 matches no on share Heart of Lions na tia no this is Heart of Lions na tia no enkuguo na eto aso miensa no Heart of Lions share no kotoko ko lose bechem to Kofi Tumpuo ni goa o share almost Abama Nations FC side twice or Obuasi. The next league game na Kotoko Edim Twa twice from Yansa. Omuko say Aduana 2-0 last year. Okay. 2-0 or Bruno. And no so Heart of Lions was show 3-1. Lions na asa ate ade na no. Owie no there was a Bruno team involved. The next game. Last season was Bechem. This time around FA Cup against Aduana. Knockout into a film where Dinkugu. Kahoma coach kura eko meboa. The next league game it was so almost about house of Foko Abeshom. Omasa Kobuna 2-0. Onza last season there na asabesi. Enti na me drum say eh kotoko betimi akwa akose. Ebe ye. Omuhye 2-0 no me kai 87 there no. When omo call Kumapem St. Andrews College Park. Omuhye 2-0 le Kumapem teteka no. Nam say 22nd February ebi besi biemu ana kotoko ase 2-0 ebe 2-2 ana but goalkeeper ni dia de Kamara nra wo ye saves mienu bia ebi asa bot no ekọ ya nke ye 2-2 Zakaria Fuseni ono so ni 6 game our this season was started the 5th match or the MVP no a resolute to a he was fox in the box
now MVP no
yes okay share now no see abetna kan asem say no one of the best defenders away league in when o brekum Chelsea but ba kotoko no confidence level bibia akofom because onya the pecking orders onya bi mo ohunu say oye training kura asomasi bebo we bebo enti de bia no ohun de wo ye enti then anytime bi omden baba bia no ohun say mistakes na wo ye na mfiri no it's about consistency and then ball or boy no chese so onya consistent starter obetimi aba be ha adwene
right intimi kan nyina
very solid and
no intimi for nyina ngo if you now coping by Wednesday okay betuma ye ho adwuma aka
oh ye be wurawura some catch say media man so share game 22nd February da
okay
and no so omo ntimi anse omo ko ball draw
okay
Samate so akere so omo home no ye Fortress 22 matches omo
22nd February
yes
media man win game da
there be 2 ni nyina 2015 2017 ni nyina omo ntimi anse
okay
omo nyamu mienu ni nyina omo ntimi anse and Samate so the last time omo lusu ofie nanapon e de Heart of Lions ko share wo mo if you oba omo so akọ 22 matches unbeaten e wo nsenchiri arena nti omo so modern mono na ye ka but man kwa kutu am mo sam obu adu abaso
okay
and no awo china abo bim hene abrante ani dia de eye Osei Richard any tinedu omo na ye adwuma na man nra
kotoko tinedu
yes obo 10 obo 2 holding and odi tinedu ball 10 and odi 7 ma Vincent Kulaji and adona atukwe that the other side and we wisu Dominic Frimpong wanimu it is a hwe ne ball na alligator no ne abrante adwenkofo partnership no 4 and 5 na ekapa Said Mohammed former player de ma Ebony alligator na ekapa ba kofo tu kwan no or the mantle ma Kofi Osborn and since Osborn so buy no the last couple of matches or mobo no omu ye adwuma ni ye say Ibrekum Chelsea no onya de no afei okwo Venus wa ho de bi ho no obo draw obenya bi kura okumase oni aduana stars omo reta so one mediama emu ye den enti Ibrekum Chelsea aside say ne modern monso ania league no order form no o si akasefo na wo ye bibi say the be ya obekam the next league game on Young Apostles omo nyina battle for relegation no onya points no wo wa eni ma bekoye but omo start ye Ibrekum Chelsea and start ye omo start ye but omo pick up Chelsea beko relegation e be big blow na say champions no ntanwe Lagos City na anu ye edin ni chenyi omo de abeko
bright ye bo atil
and ye go as good Olympics
pe ka just will stop work na just can sit down in them oh yeah the baba stop work say to umu akra
what a legend general
so few
all right Kofi Brem kakra na
Kakrabi
okay
I'm not going to talk much
yes first say me had much never to us why right okay
me pano me tie no na ja wo say by force and in praise Cristiano Ronaldo but you look at him so say you praise Cristiano Ronaldo so should 2 goals akoma na tade ase
okay
Cristiano Ronaldo so ko say 2 goals until say so na tade ense man so na tade bi say ade Messi baby so you be eja Messi aji work up na tade ase ko say 2 goals say mo tade ense 2 goals
ada on the channel one
o say
ada on the channel
we were more arranging.
On the case
plan with them to buy. So, but Messi the World Cup no this year no. Because no crash. So I think he's doing well.
Yeah.
I think he's doing well. Okay, former goalkeeper, you know, Premier League. You know, he's been out and back and Okonoba, and back to his favorite Bechim United. Them say one and BBR. Other clubs have tried but Bechim United and I think this is one player so Bechim United didn't know. But in Monton about 3-4 times, Joe. Bechim United people Monton player about 3-4 times. You know, they've made money out of all those transfers. Now
we message on the back with my from quickly not was so. Was tell Bright Yabo Taylor that KAC is now run by former MP Kwesi Ameya Ocheme. He became the owner after Honorable Bafwe decided to take in charge of all right. I'm saying new ownership.
It's down for colleague.
Yeah, you know, in same say all right.
So I was just trying to please. I think August Luka. I think our best says goes if I'm not wrong. Or Ghana League. And I was saying
Okra. I said 9.
The current league.
Yeah, and Saturday will brace against Vision. Even those who are Mulusi now, we go be our say ya. Maybe we know the ball to watch them. Because after winning the Goal King 2013-14, no one said Duban Simone, who coach of Azaka Simona Nepre. Now this time around, or that's Sujan and 2013-14 season. Only said Duban Simona Nepre. Where is said Duban Simona? We were going to Bansi and Yinichen because we. Masokona do qualify for Red Bull Soccer Academy back 2011.
We go camps 19 years or something.
Yes, lawyer kwada. Na the first game was come to my A tournament match MTN and a sponsor between Kotoko and Yasa. Almost say
right here, Boatila.
Enti
fancy why? Man can't just discuss about the
so another one. I think Kotoko coach knows deserves some praise.
Yeah.
Do you know why? I just Kotoko a a young apostle and Bianca normal Kotoko show. But you see, Wika, he's taking a lot of passion. But I think we're maintaining the focus. The captain is Wusu.
Yeah.
Your passion. I have to be sharing no ha. Just say a big class that bro the Munafiki. Me boy. Semaka how so Munafiki. Na one na me apamizi tu na dey na one coach we dey empeno. There some supporters and then media. Joe still are keeping the focus na prepare team. And I love his post-match interview. He speaks so well and speaks to facts. One fact of them about the match, and then I'll come once. They take time and listen to him. When Mickey was playing this interview, I was listening to him and I enjoyed say delivery, no. And I think that he deserves some praise. Or say to make keeping the focus and preparing the team with all the bashing. For years, I think so deserves some praise. Kusedu, and I know me madam catching so well drew. So near Drew.
Gold Stars
see you. Dentia. Menino GF president, the vice president, you know, Kusiao, Drew Safo, Mamma, so on crying. EP Church or Bubuashi. Tetu Casano Su, Adechia or ne a Heart of Lions, the Bomachino. Now, Heart of Lions, the Okaku show. And then I'll say, for some reason, Gold Stars team Heart of Lions power Pando. And to bright him, Gold Stars 8 me Heart of Lions power Pando. They don't normally lose to them. They either beat them or draw.
We've had a line,
and yet this is in Kwano the count. Or just say it's been a trend into Okwakoshe. Numbers of the bill were so on your trend in there. Indeed, and no number who called from him. Your Makosha out of lines and Panya part 2-1. Makosho more. Nature say, James, no man, I had a full trend there full. You trivia and a chat, no. Yeah, a kind of great. And Mediama. I think I point in time between Mediama and Gold Stars. That point here, 11 points. Yeah. This is quite Arsenal and Man City. Yeah. So no.
About 3.
This is about 3. Why was I supposed to not a feno? Sanya Bia, Coach Ibrahim Tanko, ne a Muspaka Mono Muye, more experience. What do we want? Joe, why are not panic a setting? Now, fame dress room, no giddy wire crana goes up a sound. Because one more big up say, Pan, what the time and Abacatria. Joe, one win here. We will lose focus. No, about Bissau. And I think you Gold Stars have done well, you know, trying to catch up with Mediama.
Defending champions.
Yes. I was looking at the table, 45 and Gold Stars 42.
Yeah.
So no. And Hearts of Oak 40. Kotoko say
38.
Nya dia sebi you. It's not that negative. Kotoko 38 point. And I think say anyway. Adriana Adriana told you say before this, they told me personally told me say this is in Liga no. Omo person mo genti dia. Omo ye normal bebre. And I think baby omo da no. Shedan fata ho no.
Okay.
No. Medium, I think Adriana, I think they need to, back up a bit. If really they want to win.
Draw you Doma.
Normally Kenya.
You can't say you be free visiting team from but United and very good game.
I think they went to beat Hawaii for no. Sure. Remember that wonderful goal now when he share from in the center in the circle, not the share. Hawaii. And so ordinarily, we move seven and Cameroon Baby show away for inter supporters, Nebo and Sema or United on Timenia Sodron. I think those are my main pick. When say if you have to comment on those videos, penalty claims, penalty foul,
those are my incident in the year. But who say, Bass so about better, and Cheme bonus one. And round so more to us one year. Now, I back on episode 1 or 2 class and our doctors. Coach Didi Dramani. I feel asked to say.
Yes, so I was so much interested. Tell me, let me create an interview. Or say, if I could quote him right, or say, he's the Black Stars #1, and he's also our captain and #1. Yes, and I feel the only double. Tell me, you say that.
Code number
1. I bet he has a good code number 1. Oh no, I'm sure. Coach back was what no. Oh no, I'm sure. So no one who said or can into the media. The media right. So we put in to say there's no code number 1. Oh baby, football no number 1. You never do 2 near and I say we need.
So from code number 1.
Code number 1 now confirm is
very short time about. Well, I feel number 1.
But then somebody has always been number 1. I said BBS will be bad da. No, but also a prove right or yeah. I can't say in absence of this. I think it's proving so yeah or no bit to me potential as Benjamin Sandua or to my number 1 match folk. But upon in time there, this the same time in there will be one person or number 1. And I'm happy to say he's now admitting Benjamin Masai is number 1 and captain of the team. And Benjamin Masai too, Joe, I think he's a player who deserves some. He's been consistent. Yeah. Joe, and no one will put you out from last season or yeah, been Black Star #1. I think he's been so consistent. Yeah. So no. And then especially someone's responsibility as captain my Hearts of Oak. I like him. And you're flamboyant. And your mom with some giddy. Could you about boy, about Black Stars. Joe, on a Black Star #1, Hearts of Oak captain. And can't you home? A hunter be brave. A hunter and one Kobayawa. Because you need to Black Stars. Back up, Floppo. Back up, clubs. Omokoba. Some bomb to be asem. Bako Black Star, Nako Abucha ball. Into about to the coach cross him. Until be asem. Na hunter no manoma. And we must respect this boy. But he's a role model. I like him, especially in the background. Joe be FIBA and born could do a jabo. Jabo to Konomu, a born business. Sort of say because now we pray. And no, no, or this kind of unyawo, a Frank, no, the son we are you. And then I'll go back to Olympics and then to Hearts of Oak and look at it. Joe, and that's all Mubia and Lumba boy. We a typical example, and that's all Mubia. And they to call walk up about Nabi Ban is seminar hot cock or shine like Timmy Bafano. Typically, that's all Mubiano, a Benny Benjamin. I love him so much. I like him. Joe for nay, and I bonds on the agro. Or you go to pay to Machano anytime they make us your own mission. But I know that go more Kotokone, a Camara, new within. Once I do the Camara, it will be a loose focus. Now I grow a corner news, but Yamasa was always serious. Always serious. So no. And the chair, Nino, almost like to be a national team. Johnny Nakan, and no ball born out on Kwao. Normal, Subai, normal, we know near Bray or on the way I did when you are for one chassis. But no attitude on the pitch crumple important. Just a coach the Karakan one, which me about Bayadi. And this case, Joe, I think Benjamin Masai deserve our praise. Okay. And Yamfamano.
All right, minim say na there be comments be on there, but I shall say ba na call out na shall say na because it's easy free clubs be ho now social media man for congratulate players be
and and yet announced collab, but you say the team is preparing for matches. And I prepare for matches. Yeah, but Ghana had here and Kenya one can be trained coach Nana. But for behind the scenes, they will call for passport because say process it with document. I say we kunya echo visa anyway. And I know it's a lot of appointment here coming this week for the embassy. I know it's a lot of appointment this week. And Kofu for visas. And so behind the scenes, they will call and national teams today. You can't deal only with the player. You deal with the club. On the channel, vote the player in the club. Say you find a passport, we process it. It might not be fun now. Some of you are pool of players. In TBBC, no more who more on Betimako. Who time or much my friend national team, I did visa maybe. Oman from Oman also listen, Oman bomb with you. Let him do too quiet, and be more a plan, be my drone, a cofanako because the process visa for only Parconitino. What to me, echo shame, echo. So behind the scenes, I know they are dealing with clubs and players. Processing visas for the friendly in Austria and then in Germany. Austria 27th and then Stuttgart, I think 30th or 31st. 31st of March. 30th of September, April, June, and November. Yes. So I think it's that.
I mean, I can't say we are.
And the Bia meets me and I'm a canam that kind. Okay, what is the game? The Bia me and I'm canam. 30 days. That's the HMO class 1 and that's what it's Maminadi.
All the rest are 31.
Yes. Except for Barry alone, which has 28 days and 29 leap year.
You're a good student.
Ah, the Bia them
okay, what about it?
This man can miss.
Okay.
So
and then you know.
And has class libino and me keep information and more and a be more leaky yeah. Ordinarily it's supposed to be confidential.
Okay.
What does it?
All right, Dr. Franco Naro.
Well, General M say you didn't kind Mr. Dunin come on idea, you know. I'm hoping something for be fast no matter the omuyi.
Yes.
No mudi yi actually.
Yes.
Maybe we'll do a follow-up on the issue. The other side, contacts maybe. So maybe you be a follow-up near her home because
maybe I think we'll be a joining program now, but my background.
Oh yeah, I'm say earlier part of the show we interviewed Mr. Edu. Me refer other name no. Obekaya Ghana Football Association headquarters. And launch this one. In fact, what you have on the screen now, a publication on GFA website, GFA, NLA, and Rumble, launch World Cup Bonanza to fly 220 fans to 2026 World Cup.
Okay.
And in attendance were the sports minister, Honum, na GFA president, Honum, Etitri Bebre, National Lottery, MZ Vice. Chair deputy CEO was also in attendance. Then Komuni Nyinaka Kusim say National Lottery Authority Omama Ejumekua your friend Rambel Kwine say Omunye your friend is Empo me person make omonto chacha like Akrade raffle said the bay Ghana phone be DE no mudi ombeko. Then na papa ne ni di nkomo kire say Akrade no so na ye na otwe bia no mato omtoto nye yi nipa no kakra. In fact oma be ka kire almost at a point in time nipa be 24 and ye declare so oma win. But they koso an mpanyfo no ba bonten say nipa ntwa Akrade no bebri nti omkoso ye ombebo kenti no omonto aso bim. No mo hwe anim say omo di dada ne de mpanyfo ebeye ona sede no or the sika 30,000 shame o try mu 15,000 e won yiri dim and the other 15,000 so try won e badim ne neya empanyimfo say o matwa so onya call no matwa so say ntia o matwa so adom ka kire o man say enkrofo ntwa bi nti o mo hwe ani mu say o mo kobo minister amane o say minister no do atene say minister ni so mo beti committee omo de asem na kodan lawyer ama lawyer no say sa minister na asem o ka so omo beti committee amoma hwere mu no minister no emma omo even deadline say be that way ene e de ya no disem ne na mo YouTube ba to omo tratra wa committee ni nya na adwuma nwie ni bi kura na yakọ World Cup na ba nti omo no nya de so omo betratra omo pusim pain for now de omo create awareness am obi ate dream omo susu say oman institutions akasie edi ankran bi te se wo mo omunim so ɔman no wɔ adwinmupo bi sɛ ɔmo de Ghanafoɔ bi bɛkɔ embassy akɔgye visa de ama ɔmo de ɔmo akɔ ɛbɛyɛ a yɛmfa ɔmo nkasaafoɔ no bi nti saa ade a ɔmo no ɔmo bɛtwerɛ krataa de akɔdan US embassy no anamɔ mpɛ sɛ ɔmo tu no baako no de ɔmo adanseɛ nyinaa ka ho sɛ saa adwumakuo yi ɛyɛ Ministry for Youth and Sports GFA National Lotteries ne ade no ɔmo nyɛ credible dwumadi a ɔmo adi ɔmo ne ade ni ɛno akyi ɔmo adanama ahodoɔ a ɔmo bɛtu afa ho ɛnna meka sɛ wɔsɛ ɔmo wɔ nneɛma foforɔ m deɛ ɛnna meka yɛ wɔn mu yɛ institutions nti wokɔyɛ obi na wɔsɛ ɔde duru a sika ne kɔhyɛ obi bɔtɔm nti and I'm saying I cite a letter indeed.
But the money has been refunded to them.
No, according to him, no. And also money being also no ope na ko loto na udi loto na ko usika ya say yenya usika udi ma nti de odi twa beje wa de obeje
no okay
na wana nka beje
go ya we some de usika mo
yes
okay
also this can ko show be wutum what I say meaning this can odi try
do man refund this can odi try no
yeah to omo nyina
also no de on nsan kan refunded money
okay
o ma refund say bia na won cho you know number kro na odi ye no ene no omo esene ko so I know ya ayo e friend say I say momo now they aha so when they took the decision in December no what I said the briefing I got when they took the decision in December to continue because of regularity because of regulation they refunded Obio participating no more to any money back.
Okay,
that is what I know.
Okay, is he
okay
general
because then nyasa
according to papa according to papa no ninsan kan sika nyasa sika
no so nya no hwe good obaka chese wo wini dia da ese o wini e de man no mo fana de ni sika no because o kutwa lotu na udi a yenka che o sika na o de kutwa ya na e de ma o de mo udi e sika ese de mo
you know no matisi no e raffle and sa no money na there are terms and conditions it is important say we follow sa no money na no say if we no breach any of those terms and agreement no ko e na and then now we taking up but that's what I must say because sir we now know mu yeni nyina no was also subject to regulation and the normal be so what I must say if e do baby na regulation or force major na se bibi intema oni nye ya den na so nipa kono eye sa no man so afa so na so mfa so all those things are important
so entina make say as a simple inform money brain no money kwade no first of all entaso mu da se me ma betwa lutu madi o say bibinti enye force major nsi regulation fufuro bi aba na
no da kofi kan say because o do say kwashase no ukotwa rules and regulations bi o na yenhwe se nkofo no mabusu ana musu
and am person me go to the extent say which regulation first of all Chroma says obi betwa akrade a your authority and our body regulate say e be ma kwan me meti he say de na me ntwa bi da because wo na wo se me metwa de be ko no nyo na ma visa mpacho to say sa lottery for say GFU say ministry omumu bia no ma visa enti wo no uni to me say o ma visa en wo bia akrade mu say nkrofo mu sika metwa wo de ne be ko America wo dia so enti na mbisa papa no say per akrade no mkotwae no who was responsible for securing the visa enti mimi mo be 10 yet but I'm saying say it looks funny as a country say national lottery for me sure say gaming commission for ni mu ne sa na ma na enti maybe you will have to find out because this is a country people have been scammed several times enti regulation kro say enti kro mu so mu ye no emugusu na force major obi baaye and this idea ni baaya na me it doesn't sit well with me say makotwa loto medie wie no yesi bibi nti usika utwa na jiwade
information I gather say refunds ni text messages to winners ni nyina e ka kire mo say they were no longer proceeding and that their monies have been refunded to them as far back as December 19th Friday and omode side we no ekwa bontin
okay
December 19th
and no refund your music anymore why would they refund the money on what basis? What cost?
I think so much is a low patronage. Maybe I can't
regulations. Yes. Say Drew baby na say.
In Indiana young Koreans.
And I can say na and she so at the end of no TV so. At least we had
be on a low patronage.
General, we have something we call deception. So, catch public. Yeah, can be a TV so. Me can say Mickey and Okraka say with the adverts no ya momo. Am I the short code to us is obi en trebu. Enti emran ne say Drew baby na microphone try na kese dia and a fa mo nkwana. Is that what we are telling ourselves? And did they tell the people? And now those documents, no, they made it public to the people of Ghana. I catch them say munkocha. Name Madiana mucha no. Say baby do not send microphone chane kesia yem famunko. Sabi the moment abayo hu loto agent no. Edru be a deal ma aboka. Edru be so awusu nyesika mo. Okay, till the end final na me me quick one na.
Quick one na me kwa baso e be
hey, the time na do.
Aka be 3 minutes.
Jino na mami njai.
Sa
birthday susu kakra.
Birthday hane na invite na me kwa baso. Quickly. Abbas,
chef.
Na mo nusa mo kunya na fala. Amfa
if I draw you draw na boy na no one boy bi dey share kotoko. 2 years will be on master.
Oh, okay. So mo ko share 3 nail I breakum tini nim say mo fa na fala.
You home ni dey draw ni dey say abey normal.
Oh, okay.
I'm also
so you okay?
You okay?
And my fans yes I was saying.
Ref in the penalty ban na wanyi. The penalty dey obi so obi mu a hint
okay.
Cause watching nipa na obi anso so no mu and the enko FIFA president was on me root bia na mra bia bi wo chi nipa gina wo dia penalty. Eni nchirechire mu bia waso nipa mu pa na wada from team na ref is sorry me enko a. Eze bo apaye o. Tino ahwe penalty enya ye pa so si kutani mu de penalty referee say wonja na pega na football yi utwe football ne sign
we dem say ho da clear
go bro penalty kura so na we waju say wonja football no say no
onso no ho so
ugina wa nu be 10 meters kura wa na ugina so ya say na kutani mu sa
ka dem young for kura be hu sa di agi kola kura be ma die ahwa die we the only referee kura because they say penalty did na referees ni be yes sir
what say no say ball no cause be obi free no kon kran oduro no play one PS ka on fro ka no ya man fro ka no so free kon kran na wa ko do no plan VIP station wo so kon kran do fro ka no ye do be ko sanity etini pa no so nim se penalty no wonim wo se di wonim se ball penalty a wonim se we e penalty a wo se wonye no e be ma na ni abre ti ade bi wo aya mo munya saade no e ma supporters ni bi akoma sei ye de akọ ya fa sa ba Ghana League no enka chi ma House of Folk na e de ka se football na ye bo no House of Folk supporters in jambo 3 team na wo de ano no se wo hu na wo de ni se ya bebre na no wanchi gofo eko ni enim se ye nchewie afi wanchi foi ma de ya dane popcorn wanchi na se na mutie egofo yi ba de enim se de ye nchewie ye ba ya amamo de ya dane popcorn amamo fala
o show de no obi na do ni koto
na league no obi an show obi am obi so wan show obi abere no waje league but league de just obi show obi ma na so show obi no waje league he defender go o share ye defender pass a go we pa go of the week
what was just say
what suspect
sir
very suspect
mo defenders in fa ball in chest strikers dey be am
che any say wa obo share difference wo mo Majia tum che ese wa obo share difference wo
those who bon for be anche no
what the on the obo no na oto ampa
for be anche mo kwala
obo na oto ampa ho but when the defender wa nim hwepo mu pa no wetimi abobo na topo nu
two aboy apon ya po
ade ye chewi no bonji fo mama de na popcorn remember say
okay you dey see here na say quickly and now your Bishop Henry Ade and now your birthday na Alex Asamoah Makwekwe I said the suffer penny pa suffer pa anyone for unia grokra nti I will show happy birthday Bishop Henry Ade happy birthday Doc
General mamen ko eye Daban new site na men ko we she Beatrice a very happy birthday. And Beatrice's birthday into a special happy birthday to Beatrice. We are no free honoma. My main called the next one. And Kofi Tebi. Kofi Tebi and so a birthday.
Kofi Tebi.
No, we in Pacha we nye Kofi Tebi. Kofi Tebi and so
Kofi man in your birthday no.
Who should be there? So
Kofi Tebi and also birthday. Yeah.
Onyx ne driver Maxwell.
Okay.
Osena down for pani. Kofi
Tebi. No man in there.
Oh man for Kofi Tebi.
Ya page so am Kofi Tebi am manage so sorry. Okay.
Okay, we read Kofi Tebi the program the amount. Now the last one here, Inspector Edmoneji. On your immigration inspector.
Okay.
Accra. Yes.
Okay.
Inspector. Yes. Special happy birthday to you.
All right. Okay. Eti Kofi Tebi sila ya Kofi Tebi. Mama ya Kofi Tebi ya ko. Okay.
First one I'm more interest.
First one ade.
I'm more interest.
Oh interest. Yen fa dem re obeka o.
Better me hum baby o.
Now the year.
So we will be birthday.
One is one.
So I achieve birthday achieve your Kessben and the ground for you.
Obaya we na.
So much baby oti.
Was it never your Juma?
Was it that by? Do was all so ko ha yen je.
Baby Juma. Oh,
we are almost
we are go no for na fa na fa head odi. Ah dey na po yes. E fa sia. Even as you see the Nakopo Ayaduma or San Tracy, there be a call.
You know, and Victor also a chance birthday. Your friend Joku, one venue media officer, a year when she into when you feel around your child and then birthday now the track also. And then Nana Puku Gary so birthday because we are Paramount International School. All right, don't see so friend Papa Carboni.
DJ KA up next. Besan Matrasi Crab head